and they were and they are pay and then Wednesday morning, June 4, June 4, Wednesday morning. Now, Jubedi Oyerepa breakfast time. That is OBT on Oyerepa TV. Now, I don't pay the busa for a there's a conversation, raging conversation. And I give 1-2 a.m. And a minority for New York, say they are staging a walkout. Over
Parliament. Kwesi baby. I know them is an atmosphere near charged because now we share a portals are hold on. Who said not nipa bebra pick it.
Yeah.
I will hire the how YouTube especially.
Oh, okay.
And I monitor so say an cyber live for GTV.
Right.
Now me do baby no na my bread. Na I find your casa and I me share ya Kwesi no achieve.
It's near a combine say now even the minority for the crowd, no more numbers in the crowd, which is say I know say nipa 7 were out of the country.
How much to
MPP MP 7. 88. It is a 7 few months. I can't bear 81. 81.
Yeah.
Even the 81, some of them were not in the constituencies or not in the parliament or more constituencies. What I say?
Yeah.
72 about minimum 2 no more constituencies, no more parliament. And the wages are 2 few months, then it becomes 79.
Yeah.
79. No more chamber, no more 79. If I when they were staging a boycott, okay, I know almost about 20.
By 13.
Yeah, almost about 20. Almost about 20.
Wow.
But in any case, even if so almost 18 now, it was going to make no effect. Because Osha and this side now, they were all of them was there. All of them were there. As I say, I didn't say like an 88 crowd, it won't make any impact. But I don't pay there. Nobody say, Cesiano, what a liter of fuel will be 1 cedi. A liter beer will be Tobiano. 1 cedi, a bedasso, and the amount. Finance minister, as I can say, Siasika, Yaji, and they are solving dumso. So some pedum so. Ye na yem pedum so ye agree yem pedum so. Njo se sa 1 cedi no. Eno na ye boaboa no. E baro say annually and I say ye bia no.
Stage workout no.
Enjoy. Because some say at the how
e bi o saba.
E be brega na fo.
Asem bisa. Se na tax ni ye bi bia na e bi him.
E
no say na dada asa no ya na e dey Kwesi.
In principle I don't I'm not opposed to taxes in principle.
Oh, say tax dia free
however, you cry me you swat the na ya.
Say no na kasa tenti ba no.
No na ya problem.
Almost your taxes.
Exactly. I'm not opposed to taxes. It is say you be have I'm not opposed to it. But how are you use tax in the ban? And again, manufacturer says, we don't have the wisdom to use our taxes well.
Sika de MIAT disposal ya na wasting no.
We don't have the wisdom.
I know be na make Kwesi. What is so be complaining say the tax will try our brochure or issue with it. Issue I want to say the sika you equal to your tax, but at the crowd open and saka. And I yes we the tax in to your politics so much so say ye ma ye who said the or ya na de na all kono na ne de nya yes what the ko ya na ya ba ye
tax is the head
ya come here who say ye de ba say ne be ye meanwhile ye nim ne de nim say tax ne de and one say de bibia say no na ye bi afiri wasa de bia behim sa na ye te ho nti ya be fa ne sa
sa na te ho sa na political game sa na kono no government can run without taxes. And the tax beba, energy tax beba. Principle is say how we use no.
Yeah.
And then here. But the penny for both MPP and NDC have demonstrated to Ghana for say sabi. Sa wisdom no. How we use your tax in the end. In fact, Rebecca said judicious use of our taxes. That's the problem.
Yesika yenye ni hiyo. Yesika ni Kwesi dia esene kono. That's
the problem. So, but I don't pay the upumpo. In fact, I don't pay. I'm sure saying none pay or I'm paying the signing because it was passed under what we call a certificate of agency. And in tentam na what we call parliament. And tentam na now my juma. Now I'm paying in this asha. Said you know, I'm paying in this asha. I'm sure say quarter by Monday dear. Monday dear quarter. I check cry. I'm not for Monday. Oko to fuela. 1 cedi. About a liter biaso. There is a liter is a made 12 cedis. So what 12 cedis are? I'm saying 1 cedi also.
Point kakra bi guso.
I just said jo to liter no 12 cedis are. Which 1 cedi. Exactly. Kakra. It's you so all to 42 liters are. Me to 4 liters. I don't buy in amount. It's me to 4 liters. Exactly. It is a because to 20 liters are. What it means is that make sure 20 cedis on the full no. 20 liters, which are 20 cities. Sana also got 20 liters now. We should 20 cities. That's what the government is saying this morning. Say information about it's for with the finance minister. Some sa amanewe. That come. I want to miss on a pay. Obasa ko yoko biem.
Into all kinds of
all kinds of obasa ko yoko biem. A part of the bill condition. Say I saw no betre. Brand, you know, and pay. We are hoping someone sanction the bill.
Oh,
anyway, you know, and pay there. It's in the other it was from within the Kwesi Parker Wilson on a pay minimum.
Akua Asiedua and an emotion. If we said, "Require Nimino, ye Jumaya, ye Fiasia, ye day, 9:30, near sorry, now you're done in the Akanyama, sometime with Champo, and a sports crew, no more better almost. You want communicating kitty, your message of motivation. Yet the weather, no forex news, beba. There was sports, newspaper headlines in the review. Ghana is saying health and lifestyle na fe UBT agenda. Yatna si, ye beckoning near the home como, Yadamunina say, Emma Moaquaba, a brand is only be a telephone, man, and I'm so much free. Na mwachire mwadwin bi na yakoye nim yada mase na kwese nra odokro ne ibrodo na wo de bai omo eni sika to nche na mo bre o
ambebre was that nche na no say 15 Ghana na me yen
ala keto ano
I no say 15 Ghana minti e no de ma 10 Ghana
ene o ma ne boka
me de go o de ma me we na o ka kire me I didn't even know
really
ai me na ma na koy e ma me ga
eni passe pa na nam sweet mu no pay ya
so that's the point I say economy ni koy but you don't feel it now economy say koy but ni pabo to is not reflecting
so me kwa say me bisa question
it's not
reflecting na ko forma ye nyina ye ni agye
it's not reflecting
but ye de akofoma ma hwan
it's not reflecting it's not
so nko ani screen so ni ehu ba ko di dwa na
it's not at all because and then it was clear say it is not reflecting in the pocket of the ordinary Ghanaians, you know, the general atmosphere, the equity, but all bottom na basic needs of human being.
We be feeling here.
It's not
what other kuno say?
We talk 7 seasons, 5 seasons back.
Nana boy do so bet me the 3.
Oh, I don't know. So bet me the 4.
So bet me the 4.
So bet me the 4. So bet me the 4.
Yes. So for lift meter ni be you free no be. No fail it. Hey, what is about we akeka for 50 Ghana?
Well, so okay, let me do a calculation for you. So 7 plus 5 that is 12 plus Groma 3 15 and Sana in China so 50. Okay, what about 10?
Kwesi.
Okay, so you see 15. That is 30. That's 30 Ghana no pana. 30 Ghana.
Minimum wage no so what day you say?
19 cities.
What the abu
the 19 cities.
My goodness.
Bread na me try and say 10. Those are me the bread no, you meet me in one time. It's you know bread no.
And I also say we go white so I find
pa. It's this brodo no pan no. 10 cities and a cocoa so 5 cities and we say 15 Ghana and up na washing
what minimum wage
what minimum wage that was for you see na afa yan ko fa message of motivation which is always brought to you by Bosheba Electricals. For Christian Bale, another person can just say, whatever you do it completely. Don't do it half-assed. Do it more than anybody else would. The principle back on them. Also, whatever you do it to its optimum best, completely. Now, do not do it in a half-hearted manner. Do it more than anybody else would do it. No kind of period.
Christian Bale, Christian Charles Philip Bale, ni full name no, Christian Charles Philip Bale, or your English actor. Na yes, or you're very versatile. Na the versatility no, and physical transformations are who do any roles I will play movies mo. Kwesi wa utayre movie dey bi kra we hia ne da. Na why leading man films are who do be bremu. Wow, Christian Bale, January 30, 1974, Tinano January, we did 51 years. ewo United Kingdom na ne yere de sibi na also why movie bi kra nyama ye friend The Bride
okay
or the beba na Christian Bill na some kind no pay or say bibia wo ye no firi ukra ne wadwene mu nyina ye na ye ma ehwo nte na mo asemeye asemenye sankokwa asesuban no nhira kora nim
pesade ne kra
ye na ye ne tesade ubebi ti obi a se de obi gina ho ne de ugina ho ne esem nya fa hye wadwene mu sa o ya me ho ate ase ne obi ade wo se Bible mu kra wo ka ese bibia mu ye bia no adwuma sini ni akatua ena bibia mu ye bia no mu nfro kra mu anya ne se de mu ya me wrade na mu nya manipa
yes
esan se we mu bi ne nipa bi nam so ya abofo papa no mu nim
Colossians 3:16 ho na wo
thank you
so whatever you do it to the glory of the Lord.
Dia wo ye bia fa fi wo kra mu ne wadwene mu nyina na ye ne te se de wo ya me wrade na nye ni penti na wo ye eno bi na Christian Bill kana no pay say ne wo ye no ye na ya sa obey ya sa wo nye wo se bi suba no wono ade no wo nye wono so ana ne nsa ne nam ho
busybody for nothing
eno na me ya me de film ya yi skate bi ananse obi de betu social so adaka yi won so abi so no na enu nsu a ya sesi wa nkrofo no one nam ne nam ho anu ajai no akoso we Kwesi wa nya we ye wo no na so ye adwuma bi amanso so wo be calculate no no ye
not
onye funti Christian Bill say enka nche wa no pay say ade a wo ye bia no fi okra no wadwene mu nyina se de wo ya menyankopon na mum efa ne fa adwuma ye no ya na se wo dada wa na wo dada wo ofo se wani ate a enhira ba onyame na wo de enhira ba wonim de ya wo de bre no etu wo ye adwuma na ye ne ye ni
ebza for wo ye adwuma na ye na akutia wo side no I tell people all the time that in fact the late Comrade Domo and the cast as someone an interview nam tie and the top team or say whatever you do operate more than 100%. When you move your show, you don't even know who is watching. It make us say when you engineer operating below 40-50% there be. What the kakabia will be efficient. And you do even more than 100%.
Akatua beba ho kra wo kra bejo nsem.
Bon say she be free ma ba kra be your mama.
Bejo nsem.
So no anopa there. That is our message of motivation for you. If
you say me fit that be mu ana me wo bi ka kire me say. Me the type I only me adwuma wo bre. And am say adan a oh, de bia wo so de benti wo no wa akua de bia o ti adwuma mu enti wo wa bo ma bia na kwesa asa wo ye lazy ti asa mo di ba na ka kire me
soba
ya wo ma go ho na tena fie kakra
we na kase we
otu futu bone
we kase zaba mu tie san komo no wa mu tie san komo na nye papa e je de be si ya na afia no pay ya hwe eye weather no for the next 24 hours. Right, we see for the situation in Ashanti region. We are doing 14% chance of rain. Just say we are never bought Greater Accra a year 22% chance of rain. Just say still now we are never bought Greater Accra team. We're doing around 24%, but in your man in show go kakra or maybe area. I'm sure other places too. Yes, exactly. You know. Though a 14 year, but there's a possibility say later in the evening, you know, you saw the betting at to pay. It was a for Manko Shaya Ghana said, "I'm penny John Jomani Mahama say, or Mobota say, or Mr. Bla, you see between 10 and 12 and beyond a year 12 Ghana cities. It's between 9, 10, 12 a year. That is the expectation of the government, so it's stabilized, you know. It's before one come to me. Government is working towards achieving that by the end of the year and even beyond. No penny John the money Mahama kind. So no pay there. Or no President Akasan. Yan Shesibia Sidino. Now what the channel pay against the dollar and other major trading currencies.
for sika sam no de be na wotwe ne de be enam no a me se news no sa nete hwe nhye dance san US dollar ne nam 10.2 said the fee last week ye kano pound sterling nam 13.8 euro 11.6 Canadian dollar 7.4 Chinese RMB yuan no enam 1.4 be sika na ho den abedru ne be na wotwe ne de o market time e wo be bia echi
me jira wasa kai pensa
enti abusuafo ye de ebesi ho na yada ne ye ho ye kɔ na ya ba kakra simesini bi echi baba isa aboa sports news a efi Ghana ene nkrofo man so nyina de e de ba ye ntwa ye ho up next year sports with baba isa
Your way to stardom. Ghana mai hafe na brewe yipuma kwemu na ye bossima ya dia grono se saso dendende. Eye the Born Stars reality show. Kai say eye Kwesi the way ene Kwesi the biara. Wo bra po nomi ensa pepepe na ye down from amu live Oyerepa TV. Be sha de phone chita fontina se nomi enu pepepe. To me dey e koso wo close call. E wo edum KM office mpotem wo pe. Do be den kunimu akesi mu e de achede wo do bebre ne kofio. Na chedi mo tete ho kra aye the unforgettable trip to Dubai na why kra na wo dide se obeweni akansie Flex MTN dancer Starboy Biggie Pros P Abozegi Babi Maso Icon K4 Sue Inshiraba Dance Queen Obaya Slave Boy Star Girl Nasa Daisy. And your vote my favorite contestant na on win your cancel by dialing star 920 star 55 hash and now download the vote easy app and will Play Store and now Google App Store. Kaisa will question that by Yahuda and yana will share the Born Stars and Oyerepa TV so. So what person will sponsor show you swa and your friend who may to make a so yasne a your faith homeopathic clinic. A drunk catching fee. What be one quiet? I hear Makokna a LP Multimedia. The Born Stars. No what you must say. Your way.
Oyerepa TV. Oyerepa TV. Station
what would you be telling him? Oh, I think he's human. You know, at a point in time when things were really, really bad, I saw one interview where the guy was really killing him, you know, and because he's lost, you know, to Niger and all those things. It's sometimes it can be crazy. Coaches can be crazy in a certain way. Indeed, if you come this part of our world in Ghana where everybody is, if I ask you now, who do you think should play in the last match we played? You have your views. Everybody will come out with different, but it's important that sometimes we also need to understand that there is this person who is in charge of it. He needs to have that calmness. Sometimes I strongly believe football is being played outside. You can carry it on the field of play. What do I mean? If the atmosphere is sound, is clear, you have that clear mind to make a judgment. We get worried. because we want the results to favor us. But if it doesn't go that way, and especially if the FA is also not supporting you, then it becomes very. So yes, he went through some difficult moments, but clearly you can see that now he's very calm. I saw him the last time we played, and his body language, everything has changed, which is positive, and I'm happy for him. And so we need to support him. We need to give him that calmness, so he can have the ability to reason, think deeper about the game, because it's not that easy. It's not that easy at all.
Queens of Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire. Let's enjoy the highlights between the Black Queens of Ghana and Côte d'Ivoire.
The first and second story in Amantemenka. Machines near Didi Jumanche, do sometimes it happens. Manchester United player Ruben Amorim and or confirm so Hilal deal no or reject Bruno Fernandes who say Hilal no Uncle Saudi Arabia.
Al called me and asked me if I wanted to move there. They waited for me to think about my future because I always said that that I would be willing to do so. I talked to the gaffer, Ruben Amorim, and at the time he asked me not to go. I then talked to Man United. They said they didn't want to sell me. If I wanted to go, I could, but they didn't need the money. They didn't need to sell me. It was a very exciting offer. The president of Al Hilal, he was very nice to me. They talked to my manager, but then I talked to my wife, and as a family we wanted to see what I wanted to do. That's what she asked me. What do you want to do?
Abusia Karos Akaras. Tommy Paul Oyerepa simple 606164. We're moving to the semi-finals on it. Mucheti Ebebo. Here's a highlight of Tommy Paul and the Karos Akaras Enra.
C'est des matchs Alcaraz. Promotion 0. 6-1, 6-1, 6-4.
That is all for sports and I don't pay sports alloy 9:30 on today's sports. Yensha memra sometime with Twitch and point details and more. Ebeba Yedinkra Kwesi Parker Wilson and sister can pay at the Oyerepa breakfast time. Ya kanyina etwaso.
Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the number one. Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the number one.
Because who over conscious say.
Yeah, that is over conscious.
NBA match then. Also yeah show. Also NBA.
Okay, so it's a common fan cordia. Oma mamba for free. This is the mamba for free. I'm sure it's at least many kakada share some the year on Bejuma. Because now no. You have to run the assembly. Oboha assemblies in Boha, they are so deprived to the extent that only IGF be.
Mincho wanu sika we even ebe ye tua assembly. Assembly members in the free central.
The local government for Hankasa.
Central government.
Central government, so through the local government. Okay. Because only under local government proper. Okay. Exactly. It's in a common fund there. Let me say some of the assemblies they're so deprived to the extent that only one city IGF input. And without the common fund, nothing goes on there. Meaning baby. So common fund mbaya. So common fund mbaya. Obi anya you. If you come kreduma, you don't even go to work. Some of the assemblies, maybe be edin, but they know. Madam for to be assemblies be on what's our level no. We be your friend. Now but then the bian go so. Not if you go okwa, okwa but we so you be chameka. It's Minister Ahmed Ibrahim said, more than said this time through the common fund administrator now who is a year Nina Tevandapo. Say this time no more homodin send tampana or medical common fund no ever call a assembly so it's if there no basic one afe OSPDA Mustafa Hamid say Sekebia Nanka or say Kobebi why embezzle. So the money has been embezzled or your investigation. Over can be 3 months ago. Mustafa Nanekai. No, always never can. About Mustafa Hamid. So on a year MP boss. Exactly. So about 3 months ago, the way she became no. 3 months, and I found out some catch say or be filing charge against the man you yet. And he said, "Trouble can 3 months ago." Now I feel also bad now. So say, over filing charge against the man in court yet. I'm sure Mustafa will provide this evidence. Time so. So the quarter will be providing the evidence, you know. And of course, industrial happened here. I don't know where, but I know say Mahama ne campaign or Kalibisa as part of the big push. I don't know the location now. Moka sa industrial happened here. A free ban, but squatters are best room. If they are squatters, what it means is that they are not permitted to be there. There has to be a squatter. Exactly. Your authorizer will say, and you say, a minor basse or the whole baby beer, the best room. Movie. But of course, a man so your treasure hands I'm a developer. I be at the baby movie. And all what time there be a fellow kiosk exit. Yes, Okotema. Kiosk in Kwan with here.
Tamasai, not December, the mamma
kiosk exit. And the patimo. The damage will be a kiosk. Now, no my they are interesting enough that my number now. So you are able to tell, oh, make 253. Oh, find we do 253. I want if you know. So those people, if you want to move them out, it's the squatters, probably government must try and get a place for them. And so they be on Jumano. It's me, I question to them.
It's a place like where?
I mean, I don't know. Well, sometimes
if you don't have any business doing, Air Force was so what can I quite say? Obi, Obi, baby, but at the end of the day, one so one to Uni Pacrono, one who told her Cramon, and I will baby sink to what no one wanted a dining one. Say, slam, kakra. E pejaba say no more to me and 2 1 more and you will be baby no.
And that's the point.
Now we be quite better no fear do not tell me be 12 years so since one come on here I remember I was relocating. We see money baby. And she said, money muya no one 2 1 more buy as so 2 1 money muya. Now I will be at the farm. To me and sorry what town container could see baby in cassette and 1 fee. Dear Abaya Sassan the iron. Then more I into me into 1 more. Until 1 year and no more eduma. And he said that baby a MP and Susudi. Near Kwesi and say and one I can say or Casabia at the end of the day no. And talk any pet to 2 mono no yard also. Meaning the entire say yeah or share all angles in ye. hu sa asem na wo se mehwehwe ade kosi ha ansa na maka ho asem kosi ha de bia ebeba no na aye bibi wo ho onye sika bia yere wo se ekohwehwe ipa kora wo ne ho no ne wrong emfa ho ne de waye nti onhwehwe sika no na onfa mra no medi ho adanse nti
Your father chronicle the Wakata and so the spear of the nation, which are good board penimpa odano ras Sami Jemfi infuni elhano Sami Jemfi wants nation workers. I don't care whose ox is gold. Gold smugglers will be dealt with decisively. In the coming weeks, we shall launch a standing anti-gold smuggling task force in conjunction with the National Security Secretariat. All persons who fall foul of the law will be dealt with, no matter whose ox is good. And no, Sami Jemfi. God.
Yeah. No matter whose ox is God.
Is God. Okay. Our God. And you're good.
Daddy.
And baby, I'm a baby. Good ni free actually. Krobo chief. Say Krobo senior high school. Jama ubo Krobo krage kanu Krobo. Krobo chief appeals to Gassen.
No Krobo school.
Complete Oduma Setema.
Me am praises. Krobo girls.
I'm going Krobo.
Yes, Krobo girls.
Krobo is shining. To Krobo chief appeals to Gassem to complete Oduma Setema Kosomo Highway project. And wasem ewo kratai enim. And if the government imposes 1 Ghana cedi levy on fuel to solve doom so. Sasem de wonsem aye pregesendra. Social media no man for kan wasem pa na Twitter ayede. Ato forcing pays 2 billion Ghana cedis into get fund. And also so artist manase enije sema akọ ediama get fund. And afi quotation no 1 John 3:4. And so ewa sekua.
The same Krobo Uba Santema Ponso ya Krobo. Maybe a free for January free for no free near for Krobo. And also spelling is say ya the pronunciation on a say about where they watch him say you do say as in me constituency mo eastern region ho anti Oduma se temane akosomo highway project na asem ne won ne ya abai akwaya sane achechede ne akokọ ananu ma bi efe na boko ewo ho ne yese achechede muntutu achechede nwumra ne mfa nye nkwan achechede aka kira boko se wate achechede so ni ntakra enti so ni aboa ono won ntakra wo ne yese yentutu achechede nwumra ne mfa nye nkwan ya na se indirectly no wo anu ma no na ye de wo ne oye gold na de oye gold ho aduma ne de o smuggle gold no omo ne ne wo mu ye ti ha de ye droben ya ye di information ni famudi ama obi na gold ho asem no ne eye no sikani brenti ama Ghana for minim adwenya metimi asema metimi akande afa ho say to hell with the one hu nyina se na de na yo ya tia kana ya kan ni penti no ukona bibi wo ho anu wage wani so oxen ye nandwie enti say god asem na wo kan say ye emoja ye shared on violence say entokwa si ana bibia ye na wo emoja be hwie wo achechide penimoja dodo a thank you achechide penimoja dodo a ye so be frɛ mu di ama no wo ne no de ama no o say oni na hwese go obi e no obetena se so be ma obi ama na adwuma ye den ama no sa wo ye wadwuma na woni mumra wo de wadwuma ye fa so a wontena se obi ma ye wadwuma na nya wo bra wo ekwan ne mra wo betimi deal with the person enti gold for no mo asempa ana sa one city
1 Ghana city on fuel
se ya de no na totum enti commercial drivers omo to fuel no dodo yi omo sai betimi de agina so aka say no nti no omo nti omo boss because already na omo ne passengers wo issue e wo sa de ne ho ne auto ne latest 20 liters and then we to be 20 liters no we calculate here I'm say a little over 200 cedis say 228 was it depending on later no say the neighbor here any pump bia we kwa kujina na e bia liter bia utua 1 cedi tisa we 40 liters 40 Ghana beto so we 50 liters 50 Ghana beto so enti driver for the transfer ni nyina san dia passenger so ama na sa ko fasem e dia ba
mami so so be kia esi and say yes na wo ho it undermines the economy say ekoye na already in fidu your pocket no
sign the way ni be pay so
exactly we the way ni be pay so wo government ko ya wo catch on so omo ntiti omo nyoma so wo government ko ya the 1 cedi eba And you know that fuel prices say a costra in a cascading effect. So now, what the ones in Nabanada for the tona cosrosano, then they can make a case more say, Massa. Omonti transfer fairness. So a banner Sam, I'm also torn man so want to so. Then many will got tried and so. A queen say a queen a temper a 10 season, 12 season, 1 hour. We are not finishing up. So it clearly undermines that effort from government. I don't know why they are doing that. And in fact, I can answer in principle. I mean, I disagree. In principle, I agree to taxes in principle. So say it's to. But how you the year human and a problem, mommy. In this manner, in this one silly thing, I am surprised that I'm saying Ghana for the donor. More keke against me more of MPP people, but the ordinary people know seem to be okay with it. We don't have to be okay with it. We don't have to be.
You know why?
Oh yeah. Oh, tell politicians, you know. MPP boys, you know, do you oppose? What is normal? But the general atmosphere, as in Kwesi shut down, they are okay with it. But you see,
we almost justify.
Yeah, no, but you see,
five cities cry, bet you. Five cities wouldn't do most of what
justify. We shouldn't be okay with it, Debbie. We shouldn't be okay. ECG4, only reckless. ECG. Only reckless. Recklessness. Because you see, there are revenue leakages over ECG. Fix the problem and get money to fix them. So it's as simple as that. You go to train CCA, you could trace CCA. Now the corner ECG for crack containers back. No man be clear and a copian go for you. Then what is the use? What is the excess? I am opposed to this one city thing. I think that I ban one sign better be no make any and people should not be okay with it because at the end of the day, and then ECG for Omuko fight and Okotoa, Omubaka, and then also Mobaka. We should fix the inefficiencies of ECG. Reckless and mismanagement of ECG, and also I can't want it. And not the burden on the normal taxpayer. No, I disagree. And then by me, Tim Koban Kasa or Parliament. I agree with people who oppose this matter. Exactly. What kind of life is this? Because ECG has proven to be very reckless, mismanaging the company. And I ain't gonna for this. It is the management to fix the problem. Why you meet the management to fix the problem? It is almost fix the problem.
Where they ask Papa
fix the problem.
President for cocoa pharmacy by or say cocoa board walk up and how many are
exactly. And so me, I think this one silly matter. It may be as low as whatever it is. I think it's unnecessary. I think it's unnecessary. Justify. They haven't adverted their mind to this matter.
The rich, use card and Obi truck driver to see to the movie in the truck.
I will 50 liters, obey 50 cities, no, all fancy, or the best for passing your phone, or the bishop. And at the end, goodwill, I buy way or goodwill, pa, the scene, you know, goodwill, panty, almost justify, I bet justify, but to me, the American, they long term, I dare say. Driver ni no already no yes dollar so what in 20 fuel so and akoye pinche bit me di ko no ma sa be hwe omo 50 Ghana esa beton 50 liters of fuel obeto so e be ntokwa
be ya sempa
be ntokwa sabi je vision make say yeah no kasa tough aya de kasa nko na action nko ye hwe nim o say Ashanti Green Initiative omo na be say tax force
okay
into there ye hwe nim only time will tell whether say oxen go irrespective of whoever comes and I say do anything for there we treat with kiss gloves but they do be there they a sledgehammer and they make you fly only time will tell in sebeshe
ebusia step ya wo birthday
me birthday kese ne pa enemy teacher me enemy bibia our slops and senior slops and pa so we 64 and na ochre ade wo St. Louis nipa generation afa na nsam no bebre teacher wo St. Louis ana chen okoye principal wo St. Louis training college and we dey 80 years enti me kwa de me dey honorable so ne dey so Georgina Darling Ofori Auntie Georgie be friend Auntie Nana Auntie ene antina na 80th birthday. Happy 80th to no. Na uhu the way I will see you young now my 80 years and yes simple kra. Ti mene nuanom substance wo Ghana ni wiase global nyina ye ma Auntie Georgina happy 80th birthday. Onyame nhira no na oma hoden no enye saa. Me am sinti aka 20 years mo di 100. Wo secret ni sen wo se meka kire we ha ye kwan ho. Enti abusuafo mema darling na ye nyina ye frɛ no happy 80th to darling.
Amam said they slow some for a day. And they Oyerepa.
Kwesi paka wo. And
they
only teacher ni birthday no.
Kwesi paka Wilson.
Kwesi nka ho Oyerepa paka Wilson.
The another name with the Oyerepa paka Wilson.
Kwesi paka Wilson.
You don't understand. Sometimes they say like that. The commander in chief. The chief chief of staff of the Pakawasi family, ABN, and I'll pay happy birthday to you. From all the kids, Kobine, Adjoa, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Troublesome kaka, but family
happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
ABN, happy birthday to you.
From me, what? Give me say. Oh, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, ABN. Yankubo show na until any munch.
Oh, your revolution for me.
I was saying now so na the work at time pense muno esi Akua Asiedua e de Ghana to say et was so midin e de nanama intifo.
For Emma Munina, good morning. Yadamas Sefidino Daswa Edaha. Ebras no say Yade Ghana to say Ebremo. The baby idea nature a Western North, Mantam Emo. Ye call Awaso, Western North. Now, Yenayati be a tete once and back me nubi as a ABC bauxite factory. Ewo Awaso, ye Wasefi, Western North, Mantam Emo. Now, Maniano dia dance as a fee by October, Hobe, Abusumi Kunuko Dunim, and a pennyphobia say, Asasia. Dibedi juma no ne ho ne omanyina aka certificate lands commission e de beba na chese kwan na bie na mpanimfo akotu saa na mo no ade bi sei ba oman mu a eboa manwuma ba both direct and indirect jobs ni bi ye adwumayefo a befa wo mo factory ho mo ma ye adwuma e na indirect jobs ne so ye omo a factory adwumayefo nti omo so be abetonton ne oma abayi ye bibi ho de wono ayoko gari de wono adokono oton pure water ene de keke ka ho nyina omo nso ebenya adwuma aye na ene manager ya oda Ghana bauxite company ano ura Alexander Jewu ene ensam trofo atwetwe nkomo ene Western North regional minister Wilberforce Bentum na womo akọ ene omanfo na kodi nkomo na ye chiribigu ahomaso yenkohwemra
Oman Ghana ni suade hunu se ebrebi beba ma oboade adododi odi adom oman no yense samfa nkopie Kwesi kokokrum na akodandane ani no asabeton esikade supu no akan bi ama Ghana bauxite company aye adwuma wo Awaso Western of Mantamu etu anamo a sabre wakwakoje asase yantambe se 2500 ekopem 3000 square kilometers a ohwe no de ababeye bauxite refinery na no mu na general manager Emma Ekoi Alexander Jedu ekasa chim se ene omuguso omohwe aye evaluation e wa asase ne so na wona no yekua wosu nyina wapesika botine bi ede amom opani ka sansem we nyina wa bra Western North Mantam so afo Owura Wilberforce Bentum eka adwumayefo ne mpanifo ahodo ho no mo bontoa e wo site wono
yeshia ya na America no sesia ya ye kasei aban adwuma ye lands commission amrane bo wo ho ban a omutimi eye valuation of properties wo mu na sisi a company a contract wo mu ye valuation no ewo asase no emu na hwie bi June bosomi enko na wie ye no omu bewie sa valuation exercise no na land that ye is between 2,500 to 3,000 square kilometers. Na omu wia farmers omu asase omu ye affected ni nyina ye no omadi enkita ho na kwa akire nti evaluation report no enya beka ye nsa wia na yeshia womo na yetua compensation no ama womo companies a omo beboa ama yesi refinery no so no ye ne womo nkita hudie no ekọ enimu pa yie enti bibia wie pawa cost no de se compensation cost ni nyina eka refinery cost no ho enti se sia ya yegina hei se meka the exact figure na meye etu mampomrika kakra enti yema ye ho bosome insia ne nkọ na wiye no yensanya ka compensation sika dodo na wasi etua na ye de aka the other build up cost no ho na ye de atudwa said ye ebo fema ye beto yensa afremo sa bre no sika dodo a ye behia e de aye refinery no ye beto mu anim na mo so magana man enyina aso ate ewo awaso ha refinery ne besi no awaso krom ya enti wudu ekro mu a asase na eda yechi ha no road na chi wo no ekọ no eho na yeje saa asase no na yetimi di adi refinery dwuma no asemu twato esi a mumu ye dwuma mu export to money raw material esi a dollar nso ba na eba from how is it affecting you and your sustainability your business edru baabi a otomo nchemonkam edru baabi nso a na wasi ekwan papa so enti as a strategic business person no tambia na so wo build buffer na ensuo tobreba na wahuhu anamon opebre nso si a na wahuhu anamon
Oru Alexander amananso wa eto asuchi mi se enya ade asika de supu ombetua ma akuafo ahodo a wonsa ase ne ni ode baba refinery company no ebebu abem kra obekoso atua won sika amomo na dwumadie no atimi akoso.
So the cost will not deter us from investing in the refinery. We are very focused and determined to add value to the raw bauxite that we are exporting now, because some of the areas that we are mining, if we have the refinery, we can do it and add value to what we are getting. Some of the areas the quality is a bit low, and per the export contract with the off-takers, if it falls below 48%, it's a total rejection. But if you have the refinery, 48% alumina content can still be refined. If you look at straight ahead here, our tailings dam, the dam is full. The tailings in the dam is about 47% alumina content. So if you have the refinery, we can turn all these 47% alumina content and refine and get money and contribute more to the GDP, recruit more workers, pay more taxes, and develop the locality and develop Ghana in general, which fits very well into the GIADEC development plan of refinery.
Western of Mantemon Swafo, Ura Ubeforce Bentum, and so a Kasai Chilmise, Ghana Bauxite Company, Wasono, Ujumedi, Ahodua Woody, any Mwahodo, de Bois Assembly, any include Tuahodua, Udijuma was one, a Swany Pa, Nea or Peso Town Cabemuno, a Bebua Palm, Wetimi Afa, the Padusupua, Ama Wetimia, a Juma, Potem Honum.
Mining Enyadia, Ghana. Ibit me jai nemo se be fa kwan paso ai ni ye na me bai di mababe huin so ani pa e free mon chechire mu e fa corporate social responsibility eni ma mo aye aboa Western North region en kankan bibiani ahwia so be kwai municipal assembly any community a moye mu adwuma no so any bebre na de de bimpa ene se wo hwe adwumadie kesi a ekoso e ohana Ghana fo nko a na ye engineers ye penifo a mo na mo manage company ye hwe emira company yi we be take over from the previous owners, no, that was 2022. Now my workforce be 483. Sisi amwa paje mwa mana be do 1000 any actually. Em say idea eso any pa. Na we em yehu say ampa Ghana fo ye ankasa ebetumi agi company ni yetumi ayi mu adwuma amana ayi. example ena yehui engineers yefa obi fi bebia moana moye moade nti em say a very good example express Ghana for ampase yebetumi aye nti megina yewura amakunemu ono ye lands and natural resource minister megina nemu edamo asepa na masan ahye kran say de mo ye ohai mo nkoso sa na say de mo ne omo a ete area ha mo ne omo won kita hodi papa no mo nkoso ene won enya san kita hodi no na me hyem bo say yenso ayewo aban mu ekwan bia ese faso eboa mo na mo adwuma no egyan nan so say de mo ankasa mo ye no e be ni sa nti company penifo die eye anije biem ni say ohun weka bia oye adwuma otun say ode anije de adwuma no onso betumi akọ adwuma bi mu ohun workers no say de musi ye na tun say omunwinwi but we obi a obehu no tun say oye very motivated. Oh, na just say tutia moye momo no ade a eswedi nti na mekoso general manager oni umpenifo mo nkoso enye ne sa na yenso yetamwachi kwan bia e faso ebema company in fact ama wiasi na babehwe no de tusa anamono nti edamwase
Oswafo no bon ano ba se aban ene na so eni nyina be de obetimi bia na moa bia ohia no watimi e de abo mo amodwumadie etimi akoso
to de bia o say sa ownership structure here 80% ema friends say IOP na friends say 20% ema Ghana em say we kram kuri sha ase ache enye sabre em say mo start pre corona sa na etia aba abedusa nti efa say enkrata yemu no ebeja tum say sa structure no eboa nti yefa say aban be mo ese yehu say sa structure yi ese ono ana ye de eyedwuma e don say omo enkrata 7 so ese yitumi ejina wachi na tembi onkrata wode edwuma no edimu na say aban so beji won atum yi na yakoso adi won adansepa if say omo the quality of bauxite no one of the best in the world I say aban on various international platform na ye promote sadina am say bema off takers no ani abre ma anka beba na abrofo no asala ha omo pese omo to bauxite free awaso bauxite company GBC. Those are mwa any name between the Abua company. For no army at say a quine what be refinery refinery no ya dear ebema ya add value to the ore. No ebasana ebema nimpa ya form by 1,000 each no with me afabi account. The meantime in of Kwesi no ye assasso no say no what was it Ghana hano asasi bia ewura no mienu baakun ayaban kana baakun eye won e surface right no nti company bi e ko hwe na se mineral e wasasi nim no aye ne hye se otua compensation for the surface right obenya mfaso a emrama ho kwan e ma otumi eden etua farmers no ana won ye wo japade e wo so otua wonka na ode aye n'adwuma badwa tase nti we no em se eni koko no entoko bia e na wontem bon nimpa oye koko no se ono ankasa e feel se compensation e de man no ebeboa na se obeje badwa tase na ade aye aban mu hyehyɛ se yenya hu mineral e wasase so a mineral na wasase no enye wo dia e aban dia nti aban wo kwan so de ma obi ti se de ode ma GBC foi mkobene ai opi foi nti omo back farmers omo wasas enema oso no epi onkana
we enen komo ya ekoso ewo awaso Western North Mantam emo ebra Ghana bauxite factory mpanyimfo keka won ho say ebekwakusi ewo ho nenam so ama ye tu sika no ana efem agudie no a biebie nyuma ama mabunu aye regional minister ekọ ho sara so na factory ne panyin ne semtrefo enyina so kọbọ apra kohwe won se de aka ene sasesem ya Lands Commission ede ne sabehya ase o approve mo no mo nyom license we a na che so si we ani giaba na wo mo afiase ye bom paepa ede ma wo adwuma de ba ebe kroma asomdwe ba esan se ensa anya adwuma no bo nsam padwuma ema ne ye ne mo sori anopa yi na wo ho keka wo na wo kwa adwuma a obi kra de bone nkomo ba wutiri mu a nya de a wo betie ne wakwa akodi bie na afi nso ekomo aye nti wo ye adwuma sika beba na wo de bi ato aduane adi yesen nyame so nto nsupangu so nsusu ye na nya adwuma na omanfo ewo West North ne Ghana man nyinam no ye ntie ne jesam ye de besia ye sorry de etoaso a eba health and lifestyle with PSA ladi anade obesi na nan bia medi de Akua Asiedua me de munyina ase. Good morning.
Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, a station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the number one. Oyerepa TV,
Gold Stars, indeed, your way to stardom. Ghana man, halfway na briwe yi puma kwemu. Na ye boss ma ya dia grono se saso dendende. Eye the Bond Stars reality show. Kai say eye Kwesi the way, ene Kwesi the biara. Wo bra po no miensa pepepe. Na ye down from mamu live Oyerepa TV. Be sha de fo ne chita fontina se no mienu pepepe. To me dey e koso wo closer call. E wo edum KMA office mpotem wo pe. Do be den kunimu akesi mu e de achede wo do bebre ne kofio. Na achede mu tete ho kra. Eye the unforgettable trip to Dubai. Na why cry? And na what did they say? Obeweni akensie. Flex, MTN dancer, Starboy Biggie, Bros P, Abozegi, Babi, Maso Icon, K4 Sue, Inshiraba, Dance Queen, Obaya, Slay Boy, Star Girl, Nasa Daisy. And your vote my favorite contestant na on win your cancel by dialing star 920 star 55 hash and also download the vote easy app at Play Store and also Google App Store. Kaisa will question that by Yahuda and yana will share the Bond Stars and Oyerepa TV so what person will sponsor show you swa and your friend who may to make a so yasne and your faith homeopathic clinic a drunk katinkati fee will be a quiet. I hear Mako being 18 mupe. Kwai na onfa fidie enhwe wo ya de na fidie na nkyere edroko a ye fansa wo ya re ne mawo Express Group Travel and Tour ehimfa na wo pese wo tu kwan akro se wo kosua de ana se wo koye adwuma fa betan Express Group wo ben wo kyera kwan ewo Asafu Labor Runabout Boseba Electric House se wo fie wi na wo ye cables e de awaya e ne light ahodo nyina wo benya bi wo Boseba Electric House Hobby Catch Hotel your media partner LP Multimedia the Bond Stars no what you say your way to stardom the Bond Stars the Bond Stars the Bond Stars the Bond Stars
The health and lifestyle. Ebro, midi edi PSC ladi anope kojak farmer ekra yemua na womo ND kojak procol daba unya cold unya kata unya allergy unya flu onumbia ebeke kesi ni ama hwata unya cold kata allergy flu signs and symptoms no a eye se obebowa afi utibe pai wo ho beyehye obo ho no ma nim nimu eye kro na waye basa ho twetwe pa no kojak procol 3 minutes na ahase ye adwuma nkwada ne so sa ya ma wonum bi afi kojak P sensitive toothpaste any mouthwash any kojak F sensitive toothpaste any mouthwash no be pa cha wo se femfem wa fatwu se na fagirejira wonum e baboa wo kojak charcoal toothpaste afi ye ne so fise pa ye bonum rane ya yi feri e be fise ena Kojak Kate toothpaste and kwada paste eboa and a Kojak range of toothbrushes a brusha a kama paya na watobi a just barum kona mpam baby everywhere in the whole Ghana in the whole country and after 0531 069945 0531 069945 and 0531 070020. Yes, a life be a is cookie a fake. I don't live fake lifestyle. Want to say or say na metie. Avoiding fake lifestyle. Yene Councillor Collins Bonsu, Chief Executive Officer, Purpose Discovery Foundation. On a dano yene wedding come. Councillor, good morning.
Good morning, PC.
Empom to say. Yeah, that's a pass. So ban or pay say I not feeling yes strong. Yeah, that's a pass over church. Avoiding fake lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, dodging one answer. How is it? Fake lifestyle no crabini dey.
Yo, PC me that's e do Nyankopon say obi e kwan wen so my menchia. I have one na do pay. Emra obiti health and lifestyle segment. No kwasem ne say de ye beka bia wa ha no ade a beboa yi nyina broni e kan bi say advocacy just say wa ha just say this is the way beboa yi nyina nti say ye hu ne sa na anya ne sa tambia e bekoso a complaini tambia e bekoso ablemu nkrofo especially ye mpanimfo eni on say omo ye concerned about the fact that the young people come in bono fake all aspect of life ofanya me asofo young pastors eba on say baby onru ye no
osimedru
ho me na nabi ne friend ya Debra afo an south east instead Jesus asema na ota kase baby e benyina kodru ni nkofri ho nyini where you grow to be you don't start there and grow. So baby be nyina kodru ni nkofri ho nyini so that's it. And for example maybe a young man a young lady wash adwuma ase and baby a better no ke bia one room B afi no wash ase ba ne bi akwaje flat
now bubble segum
because you get there
it is shall say frink to one.
Yes and sisi no a major concern say nkrofo enye genuine enye true to themselves, and it is a tendency that can happen to all of us. Just say idea PC betimi atu bia na mpempi ye niema bi because of see nimuntia yinimti na ye enuntina health and lifestyle ye bechere. So unimwa, you see, one thing that is very crucial is a unim bibi na ntimi mfanya adwuma. Very dangerous. So unim bibi ba ntimi mfanya adwuma. And ye ka ade a yinim dada. Ni ye tufu say ye mfanya adwuma because one mfanya adwuma fa so masoma. Okay, can John chapter 13 verse 17 and Jesus Christ said, now that you know what I have taught you, when you do them, you'll be blessed. And the blessing is in the doing, not in the knowing.
Nishra was so yemu.
Oh, dear Juma, because unim na untimi mfanya Juma. And for so we understand, and pay how I want ye pesi I can't want them say. And especially young people who ye a mudu jinawa, you get more than half. There's pressure on them to pretend. There's pressure on them not to be true to themselves. na emwa basa on say ye two young people for in particular mpanimfo bebre kura ho akire say tobo ase wa abrabom di nokore yintimi ne nokore because on say fake lifestyle bi obabi ebia se wa anya sika amfa ankoya na ho akire nti ekwan bia obefa so na wadada obi na wa blackmail obi na wanya sika no obeye but say usua say fake lifestyle enya de papa and the other aspect in here genuine authentic and honest lifestyle just a one who present who you are in the no na you person avoid because they will how be in true it can even destroy your entire life in the awful mo here no pay yesu an na ye kire yema because say an kire won e kwan e fa so bo brasa de meka me na ya de brasa mo kan ya it has really hurt me aboa me papa in the PC fake lifestyle na bi say once utimi ko han ka kra
na uti
brand enyo dia because me tell story bi yes abranti bi a once rocker or washing bay na once cars amanfo be fro no
tu
edichini nti oba bi okope no once family ni nyina agina tumtu bi kura na faster okaka da bi abranti cars or the ban nyane dia nti wow my dad and Crawford, and at the end of the day it will destroy your life and it is inspired by the adversary because once the time bia on the beba no be we no kum no say that is why I once me am a Christian counselor time bia na your reference to the point to say you need Christ. You need to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, and you need to embrace the Holy Spirit who can guide you to avoid these lifestyles. Inti yenhwe di ntia ema yemu bebre ho akire ye e wo sa akwa no so one lack of self awareness yaka self awareness is being intentional to know who you are, what you can do, what you cannot do, your strength and your weakness. There's a principle that in life you cannot grow yourself until you know yourself.
I just want
so and then on say you see sometimes me who's a challenge in I say we don't teach. That is why we have this platform because on say we live by values. Values are things of virtue that matter to you, that guide your life. And yama a sumo boy, just say, and no would not so the bobra. Values bit is a simplicity, modesty, contentment. Apostle Paul was say,
so when you best for the
contentment is a great gain. Just say, when you best for the important, modest life. Now, this lack of self-awareness, you need values that guide us, no? Because of say, she said, "Once on to me blame will be say we are but we have to teach." You see, once Nyamia some chantro, King can Deuteronomy chapter 6 here. Na Unyame nam na some suit you for say once yen church there and ye pa ye man be sua na momo nyina be panyimpa. And you want me enka say obansuro Nyame abra won kire no Nyame suro. Because PSA Kenya Mistra, it is avoiding evil. We are the Bia, we show Yame, or train free, the Enya. Into fake lifestyle, I the end, into Ukraine, Janifrion. So, into
Obibaka says, oh, yeah, Christian counseling. Obibaka says, fake lifestyle. Gideana Muntu. Say, Minia aeroplane, as was a aeroplane.
That is it. And then
he is building castles in the air for future use.
So, we need to know really who we are by building values. Values to be contentment. Also, my for poor, I'm coupon shram. Or say, a brave biniho. Say, or tears a be also when there's abundance. you have to. So you have to express. You see, when you see car, God wants us to have money, to have decent and meaningful life, to have a comfortable life. But we don't know to boss. Because you might see car credit man. What's the saying? And enough say they are open and know yourself. Have values. The values I may recommend here say, learn to be modest, learn to be simple and content. Count your blessing. But we know because there is societal pressure.
And no conformity
and social media influence.
Oh, who's a counselor? Who no party? O share program so the counselor now play out the buy.
Yeah, I want to say
or the war to standard this one. Bottom will check you bottom only and woman
yes, and once I know dear. One won't be but it's a pressure. We need to admit that. Sir, and channel, the two years societal pressure no to conform. On say conformity and social media influence.
Okay.
And the Munyaba Yenyaba Nanama Mumbi last year, I think some more church, some Montadi. On say the mamu. Mujuma dia mudi entino on say oshano social media na fi say maybe our society na ho so until more stars no on celebrities no munyina just moboa because yenyina your collective concern and we should have collective responsibility. In the sense we are pushed to conform to the standards of this world. And we are Christian here. That is why the word of God, you see, the word of God is there to correct us. Is there to teach us, is there to encourage us, is there to even prevent us from trouble. When you have someone who is free or how, and it corrects us from existing problem. Internet pressure, talking Romans 12, chapter 12:2. Also, do not conform to the patterns of this world or conform to the standards of this world. But we should be transformed by the renewing of our mind so that we can test and approve the good, the acceptable, and the perfect will of God. So, and he, you see, while betting access, you have to admit to bring the necessary change. You need to admit to say, I do a high, and it is tendency to all of us. Abrabo family, exactly. And a social media influence American say, and then
man iPhone. What said your Danma Baran?
Yeah.
No, I desperate. Come no be case. Obi ni boga bidding come. iPhone ti. What time boga the number Bogano. I and your bay.
Good. And the PC and or more project production Yadamasi. As a scripture, very powerful. Come
so we do not dare to classify or compare ourselves with some who commend themselves when they measure themselves by themselves and compare themselves with themselves. They are not wise.
Pressure. We are comparing ourselves. You see, life for the
but I think a process competition, yeah.
Oh, compete with yourself. Don't compete with
anybody.
You have to. You see, life. No, you have to ask yourself every day how you can improve, how you can become a better person by learning, by developing yourself. And will be any can see. Teach us something that can say we should not compare ourselves. So because sometimes what. PSA one person will lead the fake life no. Now compare who be no fake you. But don't so we live fake life wa me can't so be bo abrabo anye actually sanity o me can't
no correct.
Enti ano pai ye tue nyina afo ye say abrabo de e nkakra you have to take your time adwuma wo ye yere ho na ye ni wo brebe so they say life no de
na Japan ko se kaizen
sometimes yeah, follow football kakra and David. Now I said last week in Bekase PhD beat me because in life and of any manager people you do not become successful based on your strength and performance alone. Okay. People must also wish you to be successful. And people want to wish genuine people successful. People who are simple, people who are modest. And finally, external validation. And so dear high external validation. People's approval. Once a person crop for G tum. No. Believe in yourself, self-acceptance, johutum, and a materialism. Hano de, no sometimes a measure of influence. Nubino, yet you will man crofwa if you say, oh, when you're and not really even Sikasi be at the old car with them near the phones go. Ya papa German some mabo bray. I am yeshra nano, ya papa despite them. I am mabobra. And he answer, and not the process. When you talk to them, said almost ya bro abrabuno, PC. And he answer, and mau being fine shan so na oh, yes, if it preocupes ya. Mujaneba. In the life, no, a process. A 1, 2, 3, and kakra. But there's no passage of time. You must be intentional. You must be deliberate. So I will avoid fake lifestyle. But who person avoid no? Yes, I wouldn't egu. You see, sometimes we talk a lot, but you need more. This morning I pray that the Lord will show us mercy and grant us the power. You see, power is the ability to make things happen. To me, I beat me kakra yakan. You beat me to your home for, especially our farm here. Young children, man. Young children, because what and on the Ubinyabi and the above brand, but we need more. What do you mean, find judgment? Because you cannot do what you don't know. The ancient and society.
Yeah, that's about Councillor Collins Bonsu and Wabetre Councillor. And ye, Councillor, ye, for our real mumu, a country, mu Christosom, Sanso, aye, so for.
Yeah.
Councillor.
And yeah, once every year be a year. Next week, your man will BC. And you will show them the best of luck. Last meeting, also one year revision, rather wow.
Amen.
But we are, Mammy and Faban interview, who must inquire their third floor, Chelsea House, your brother and Crano, before some school. Once we put in them God fearing and morals, now you show them how to learn effectively. And your 2-year programs are achieving academic and moral excellence. In the number, Ubani and Frey, Nefanebra. Not yam one, yes, answer computer AI bay. So be a crown bit me, I take advantage of the modern day word. The number is 0272
0272
090 434 0272 090 434. Because you said in life, you cannot grow yourself until you know yourself. And don't buy yourself wow. Yeah.
And
then avoid fake life.
Then wow. Yeah, that's a counselor. For coming. Yamishra. Me did the PSC lady, ye change over me move over. Kwesi pa Wilson take over. Ina azwa. Na di odeba no ina de zafi. Emu oshe ye barika ye gaja. Malolo akpena mi akatata nyi fiji am wala don te posie zozo te posie mfa te posie pam. Senda tonda obrigado openo mo chumi mungode. Aisabu warisi big up still be all militant. Dele ye da munyina amwase encantadios. Adios yebeshia.
Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV, the number one. Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV, the number one. Oyerepa TV. Makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV, the number one. Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV, the number one. Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so happy. Oyerepa TV,
Right, it was for your Malbibi Aquabium at the Oyerepa TV. So, baby, you do your OBT agenda. That's Oyerepa breakfast time agenda. Now, I'm paying some of the doors. Let me just do this one quickly. Now, you call a year and some so. A year, me nipa bako. We shall penny dawa, wadada, and their birthday. Now, from all the big boys, you know, I am a happy birthday. And I pay. I mean, Koso and shit out. Now, the coming year, no, on Bahubang. I will be on Koso Kama and Fama. So, all the big boys, you know, I am a happy birthday. Wadada. It was for I pay there. I'm sure by now you've heard this. Okoto a little fool, which are one CD. I didn't come out to understand whether this is prudent and as a prudent. Nina say Ghana for impedum so. It's Abana and I say, I say to me, 1 city. I sent to Boano. Sinabaya a cana deno. A day a year or more mine caniano. Not it's me to your mocha. See, if I can't want someone to pay to understand whether we a prudent measure or not. And again, and I want to make a yokobium. We'll look at detaining no. I'm sure you've seen some videos up. As I want to me, I a bit fail kakra. As I don't know home far, but then drop me home videos. It was quite better than Enrichi about me, you know. It's a better myself now. And I pay Ghana's most wanted. I Ken of Reata OSP issue whether let's say Uhuna channel na fanabra. Another pay we'll find out whether Ken indeed or Yare. And now say, what shall the yare? The accountability. The better was right on the show. Call Facebook up or you live on Facebook like a page in the for come and go. Make kind of the amount and then pay. So I say, beautiful lunch now. Then we join a conversation with us. So now, before we get into our conversation this morning, my own good brother and friend, Imana Makon, Ewaha, and another pay. On in some pebiaba, a band of pump down somewhere. Owaha, a man Akwaba. Akwaba.
Yamini Abema.
Let's say.
Radiadum.
Merci. I'll pay there. We say what the advanced activated charcoal powder.
For sure.
And a daba. I'm a call a PR. None pay. In some men are near Bachan and pay.
Paka, as some da me wama Santa Mamma can share Santa Maya name or tea for new viewers. Na a Santa Maya me wama, as some da me wama Santa Maya pay this. It'll be charcoal, advanced charcoal activated powder with lemon, abajamaso. Na ubibeka say advanced charcoal activated charcoal powder with lemon eriade. And the paka so steady ehua. And then we see any nema ye humi kwa ye lungs mu nyina e destroy your kidney ni your livers. And the car we see car to we see enyuma ye sprayers. And the artisans be bring ye juma kra omo he kra sebi omo kata. And they say wo no bia abo waka o. Ade say okoto ebebo adi toxins. Are poison of the snake bite I feel system advanced activated charcoal powder. Now then say yes I the lemon afra. Now sa activated charcoal powder and lemon toxins and say poison free system. It's a American many ama a fear biara. Omo ye artisans, omo ye car sprayers, omo teacher omo ye miners, omo teacher omo ye police officers. Amujina kwanswa. At the end of the day, no money calf adrawa foi enedi kasumu money omo na ekoba. At the end of the day, money omo na ejina kwanswa. We see na ekomu nyina esemo lungs, esemo kidneys. It is all pedro to I recommend they say. All pharmaceutical companies bia e Ghana esa komunya bisomo counter eso no moto mama for 0598 17 97 24 0244 218 476 sa number we ni kofa by nankasa number Dudro bia o pese ye de bro a o pese o tu. Ye were a lot of them in abundance. What the answer of friends are numbers we you can start calling because the rate at which are toxins say your lungs near kidney then kola kitingiti yare nka pese ye mpanifo ne paka ye nkola which should not be the right thing all because and then you ye di nyina no are full of chemicals and spices. Yeah me say obi adwuma but they are full of chemicals. from the day now you did chef for man first and can fire the here your backyard garden school garden and then ubeko be aduane ayedi nyina no they spray with a whole lot of different types of fertilizers and toxins. It's around the day that aduane ubedi we don't say what did you mean case you all right but at the end of the day why are quite a lot of toxins and poisonous substances into your system. It's then the can you say so what this end no cray we are the to take away all these toxins, all these poisons from the food now what you know, and it's about Vance activated charcoal powder with lemon. Because you can't lemon now. Lemon ya beer, it me take away toxins from the system. And no people can say, now lemon woman they send them all sacrament me no man just all sacrament you can even take it. Because the lemon component in what charcoal no which it is not going to affect your ulcer now will complain of. They make catch one and say, over free. Yours is just to call. More pay to do it too. Because last week in go for baby bar promise eba or pay be ato. Our movies say you pay be to be anyway. Number na number there to go. 0598 17 97 27 0244 128 476. When the CEO ni number nankasa. Number no so the mom wo fi amore you can see it clearly. Mo ti be screenshot say you see for man was start na wa fresh you no. Ba bia wo bia no ekirichi ni Ghana ba bia. Wo de say obefre yen. Na ya ma mom number be trace kana to so. Na e de agu ka ma bre ba bia wo bia na de agu counter shop na wo ton. And now run any herbal shop or run any pharmaceutical shop bia, you need to have this Vance charcoal activated powder on your counter. All because nipe won better mu nyina e betima baso bia ko di aduane bia poison. E betima baso ya poison obi within a twinkling of an eye or the kakra good warm water mu no normal within some few minutes that poison na dey afin the system mu. And at the end of the day crowd no make I recommend the crowd and kabenya and ka do be o daily tea o daily my friend is saying charcoal powder. At the end of the day, you will prevent the system before you even acquire the toxins. Or because also around the panel wounded the all you say, Obesa 1 teaspoon. Now they are good a warm glass of water. No I sip water in an empty stomach before an hour or two. No I could do that also prevents you from even getting toxins or even so be obi wa dream called poison head in yaw. Put the answer Obaba fraying now be friend numbers number 2 at the end of the day so send now what problem with stomach pains. Obi say me yum kekame. I don't know what the word about yum out. And one is only 1 teaspoon begu warm cup of tea. Odi agum na wa stay na wa sip wade. Who we so except boost your immune system. Send the immune system here down. The best charcoal powder ever and the Vance activated powder with lemon. Then at the end of the day, you know, say we are mamina say oh ma obanufua. This is what I'm called. This is a precautionary measure. Oh ma obanufua now say we are lactating mother. Unka and we are out. We are kola. We are below 12 years. You are not recommended to take the Vance charcoal powder. And no dear FDA out. FDA a young teach you and you can is our FDA approval. FDA approval. This platform would need FDA approval on anything we market here and you pack a bema coin and one better show so. It's your four who can move here. Send no feel say who a problem with stomach pains, who emergency poison be one system one. And now so person protective liver no kidney nenya or the year now the hospital be any trakadia. The best thing I'm recommending for you is Vance activated charcoal powder with lemon. Other four, and you're very good for omo ye painters. And the most of our artisans packer, they don't even cover their nose. Now omo who make paint you ko mumusa, no who make spray paint you ko mumu. I don't know the miners, more underground, and then who form ho. I don't know the police officers, all fire service officers. And then muna muko dum je who dum na we say who me about millions into your lungs, into your liver, into your kidney. I don't know the ube we say dum jano, but we know absorb a whole lot of bacteria, a whole lot of toxins into your system. And the American say, and the school for not be a school.
Right.
All parents are to buy this one of the charcoal powder and give it to their children. Say, omo fashion mo bag him go school. I don't know the who go this school must be and who go there be now who feel say all run and now feel say yemu hawa. Who just a teaspoon of the charcoal, no up a warm water. Now I stay, no I sip water. Come on, Paka. Maybe sorry, and you be beyond the bit me account. Just call the numbers And the number are very hot because Obia maybe not the 16 regions. Baby, so what to move, so what Navrongo, so what Bongatanga, we can bring it to you. Who the other friend? Near Momo number between Scaratuso, near the Aguka Mabrel. What is it? Then 0598
0598
17 97 24 0244 218 476. These are the numbers are Ofreya.
Right.
Do Bia Paka Uhia. Any pharmacy. Bia Uhiabi. The Paka there say you will be a promise about.
Okay.
Odo pedu do to an up about
Oyerepa promise her.
Oyerepa promise about ya wa. Ubenya biato. I drop it in all the regions in Ghana.
Right.
But get promo mo pedu do to. You can call us on 0598 17 97 24 0244 21 84 76. And it's advanced activated charcoal powder with lemon.
Right.
It has come to stay.
It has come to stay.
It has come to stay.
It has come to stay. I say this all the time. Say, Akua is a car you use all the time. You know, your change oil. It's a home here. Say a burning nano. What's your system? No, you flush the toxins out of your system. And you flush the toxins now. And your advanced activated charcoal powder. And I've been here to flush the toxins. I will go and I pay better. Say, what do I in some part at the bread or your party for another pay? It was a forbidding at the Kwesi Parker Wilson. Now, and a person I'm kind we'll have a quick conversation on the one city I there to a year a liter of fuel. So what I say it is prudent. Yeah, say be a tasumu and tasumu. Professor Julius Kujo Anyakpo, where your energy expert on so and the Aeropay. Prof Akwaba.
Yeah, senior.
Now, Prof, did you say you have a Korea? Great.
But we know we have feedback
we have feedback
I monitor that and
okay, let's try and see. I can hear you. All right,
that's fine.
Okay, sure. So one city, yeah, they are back on a little fuel. Now, abane can say, I'll say sovo dumso. And to dumso no, yeah, the cabe about $3.5 billion and a deca. As I said, they expect to say they're raking about 5.9 billion Ghana cedis every month from this new policy. And I say, from this tax policy. From where you sit, near by the abbey, Osha a toss sumu, a man a bois, and I wish I said, be in Kay.
Yo, Medase, Sinapaka, near Dumapa, more. What if for will be updated and I say every information in the right way. That's so my opportunity, no. There's a best express the opinion. And I'm in fact Konya is also and chair will be out here.
Right.
Great. Say a to astumu. Say justification, no. Say a person did so doom store no. And I say a person you did see a car. A war energy sector no ubi famia and come food and can coin so no.
Oh, no coin so no.
So I can coin so no.
Okay, okay.
I mean Fabianka ya share or mino a bra ye bo ya boka abedu in pepe so most of us and I say yeah you walk through the food and yet sustainable. I say a coin it me make it short there because energy is the heart of development. Right. Energy is the heart of the nation. And you know, say yatimi abobrano in a way any sustainable be do be as say one tree na yanye nyama ye na se kania entimi ngina so a na aban fo say e kwan obetimi aye say obepetka obebi e de atisa kana anka ne kwan so ano no. Nanso paka my mbisa ye ho say yeah, baby, you know, and in the first time I be sana. Yeah, baby, we no so no. Then it just said, yeah, everything na anya successful, we be successful.
Okay.
I think that's where some of us are looking at it from.
Right.
and yet the levy per se. In fact, my main was here for levy I can and you 1 cedi per se because already know your levy our petroleum product be a to Ghana has so
that is true.
In fact, starting from 2015. Now it's almost by 41 pesos. Now we share a friend time the be a call for energy recovery. I think that time is it 21 or so pesos. Main idea, but in fact cumulatively not your 41 pesos be
it's actually 49. It's actually 49.
There was some levies be was that. And at 2021, that bill 2025, first one and 2015, you know, I think the next friend ESLA, which is the energy sector levy act, ESLA, and it started free year. With the intention then was ampa ye boka energy sector no. Nti emfa bebi mbra na emfa ntisa no. Nti ye started disika no. Ya jijia ema 2001 aban assign amende sa art no kra the baby kakra ka ho say pese air pollution. Ti petroleum products ya e bia sanitation. E baby kakra ma yes we no so money by 20 pesos for energy sector recovery debt no. Okay, so it's already there. They see they are buying no proposal yourself or 2 million 1 cedi. So from 20 pesos to 1 cedi. Into they be about 80 pesos and a new amendment to make sure that steady here, but from the narratives that are basically this is what it's going to be. An increment from 20 pesos to 1 cedi. And yeah, a new one I ever introduced. But the effect beside who said the now 20 pesos now your debt Atimia increased here to $3.1 billion, you know. What is the justification? Says I increment way. You better me apply so levy way properly. So you better me they take a cano and I say they are cano craft home. Na Ghana for at all. You see, that is the issue I have.
But do you think say we know a bit more successful to realize its objective, Anna?
Okay, so yes, to realize the objective in the short term, yes, because buying the issues are really critical. Apart from say almost so last year, power producers need to quite threatening say almost best sit down facilities maybe because the okay, and see. Buying negotiating with them to make sure so obviously we need to find a way to pay them. So in the short term, it might give us some relief. Particularly, I'm sure Sabino will be careful because on him say we they want to. But beyond that, you talk full a bank proposal and I say estimate say within this year, maybe how much 1.2 billion they are full. I'm a cania to imagine that's why my year. Into cumulatively, we can almost buy $4.something billion. So yes, this is a justification. In the short term, a buyer you should start, you know. But moving forward, in the long term, this is the case. Say, Ebiano, Obi, Ejuma on Yen, you know, as a Ghana for entity of more and the supporting Obi, Ejuma, Papa on Yana. Because a Kaya can you never. Then a bedroom has say. And that is what some of us believe say a buying extra stream. It is not just a matter of say who share the weaker link. Oh, whether my infant two way must my infant two so now my bokano. Then now we are
so for you think that there are real problems also a fix it and you one cedi on a liter of full ebeto.
Not at all. It's in fact, it's a knee-jerk reaction. It's not even sustainable because we have tried it in the past. From 2015, the levy are too full also. Who can want to be particularly the gains in the past few months. Now, at least a number almost by 20 cities. They say at least almost by 12 cities. So people are happy. So maybe 80% become one kakrebi. City stabilizing, it might not be that much. In fact, even if the city even depreciates even further in the future, it might not be that much. But the point is that we have tried this before. And to me, And me and Boama Yankiaka. So the ministry or the finance minister justification are all, maybe in the short term, I agree with him.
Okay.
But he needs to look at the cost. If Adina air cost a Kana year bono. And we all know what it is. Nabaka. Say, who are high we are Juma? Now, if we are buying, what's the Oyerepa? What's the go? If you want to buy a provision shop, a man. You know, Bayas or Tiano, a man for the Tuana for Jiska. And I was linking Ama Ebia Unilever and after a wholesaler. What's your Ghana would get sent on? Almost every month, the Agisa Wusa Kopiska and the Koma Oyerepa Unilever Poker. Tell you, Manoma, you have other sorts now, and another manager. This is the basic cost. You are ECGR or you're the major player in our sector. They be a Mumma Boka. You can't ECGR them, so I said they have minimum how a buy person handle issue. No. At any point in time, they are only pushing the inefficiencies of ECG onto us, the consumers. And idea, of course, it might not be direct. Any idea that you might not feel it because at the end of the day, a calculation, simulation can be but it's a lot of money. And the way cannot continue.
It's prof. Osha near Abino together of the finance minister and the energy minister. Osha and Kabeyan common train side because though it's been approved under a certificate of urgency, awaiting presidential assent. There's also a Chenoman Penny will sign it into law. Osha Yan train sign.
Christian, in fact, I would want to propose a dual approach. Yempa we no entum because say the American car, we have serious challenges, financial challenges in the energy sector.
Okay.
If a car can we can crash as a country. The energy sector can crash. A crash here or minor abo. For me, my suggestion would be that yes, let us hold the ministry accountable. Let us be more transparent. Can I who say every month, oh, yeah, we a can a swap here by 2.9. Next month, a swap here by so the Ghanaians will really see the effect of the levy now, so that it will not be business as usual. So I will propose, yes, government can go ahead, or the president can go ahead and assent to the bill, but we need to hold this government accountable. We cannot continue to do business as usual.
Right.
A proper accountability moving forward. Every month, I'm a Ghana for. So we will know that we want to find it, baby, not to be spending it and mismanaging our funds. And that's what government upon government have done over the past. If I saw this same ministry, finance minister, said, some nana or make a justification for removing some of the taxes, open the nuisance taxes or whatever. Okay? Or making justification say nyama bi kwa yejiji no kwa no aban no antimi apply ni ye into na yadu baby yadri.
Yeah.
So to move forward, it means that Ghana is our own proposal. Give us accountability. Let us know how much you have drawn in every month and how much you are applying to the debt that is already existing.
Mamisa we find an wrap here because you see this one CD any Esla na a bigugu swa yeah they fixing almost the same problem no. What has changed in here? We can use the Esla no to fix the problem that we are facing.
Yes, so yeah, also Esla need the and who share the generator. I will come to the conclusion that it's just about accountability.
Okay.
And I believe government, the is the same case.
Because the S-Landing now was to fix the energy sector. They need to fix the energy sector. Yes, including the power crisis. It's, how come the S-Line is still there, and yet, you say there another one CD bar about fixing a specific part of the energy sector.
Exactly. So that's the point I'm making. And I think my suggestion is that for us to be able to see that our levies are properly being accounted for and being used for the purposes are and at the country we need to hold them. So if it was as stakeholders, media, we have a responsibility to play in this kind of activities or in this kind of discussion. He said, yes, discussion. We shouldn't end it here.
Okay.
Every month, every quarter, let's find out from government. Sky Awaji, that they go say now would apply to the sector now. If we leave them now after 4 years, we have a assembly that we will only continue to have this kind of challenges.
Right.
And meanwhile, the ordinary Ghanaian will be the weakest link. They be the only say they will impose something because of at the end of the day, government uncle first come to the BR. If you say accountable, I believe that we cannot solve this problem. And my suggestion really is that government should go ahead and apply the levy. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, of course, in the past few months, if they can continue to stabilize, the CD as they are doing, and even bring it down further, we might not see an increase in the export price. That's just what I said. Because this is going to come in, as a short-term gap. We might not see the increase, but we have to be very careful. I remember when the prices of the export prices were going up very high last 2 years or so. Some of us called for removal of some of these nuisance taxes on petroleum products. If you remember.
Right.
Because now food say I know I dodo. And levies now was on buying anything free. So I will support, using the opportunity to clear our debt as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And then remove these things and get Ghanaians to be free. But the anti-take this advantage we and take the opportunity now you continue to misapply, then of course the story will remain as it is. Or China be increasing for 2 cities. And over the so let's hold them accountable. Let's continue the discussion. Let's continue to ask the ministry specific questions regarding this levy on Mojiji,
Prof, Medasiano pay. It was for that's Prof. Professor Julius Kujo Anyakpo, where energy experts now making the point that the policy now by their ban is a knee-jerk reaction. But however, we don't want to collapse the energy sector and collapse the country's economy. And I will say, am I maintaining? If you were, but again, he makes the point that, or say to me, addresses some inefficiencies via a year ECG, and I say energy sector no more. Then a baby to generate much more revenue. All kind of and the my guest I already said in the studio. Dennis Akua, or your NDC, Regional Communication Team Member. Or I now pay. Dennis. Akwaba. Nice one.
Kakra Ghana for relief bi just say talk kakra ba ya na ama dida bakrum but me me ogide ni arefhwe mu say Ghana for nyina be hwe the gains that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on na ban no make here have a positive impact in our lives na o ma hwe so na o ma aboa na yetimi ayeden amane ma yeda akoyi say da be ya nyinam kane ani nyina so be yeden e be gina brand nti na akoyi nkwane ahode wo ho
Mati my very own brother Jimmy Vatianza, former SRC president. Oh, I heard that of him. And I was very instrumental in his bid to become the SRC president. Jimmy Vatianza, I got my face.
Yeah, Japaka. Yamiadom. When you're Janope, unze oba programs na wadwin nyina so oba be confused oba be convince omo mo hwe dwumadi ni se bibia ye fan ya ebisa se akwaba so just ye nua no so nyamia dum bibia ye kama
ai so also kana baasa jani man kana baasa
that be say and one is intrim oba
jani man kana baasa
kanka crazy
so the concern is that we are cause
nyamia dum insha so de bibia boko. Okay. And say going forward, there are a lot of initiatives from MP Babe Umveli. Last month, a commission a 33-unit classroom block. I was still experimental. Okay, said Joy for documentary viewers. Nyamiadom were renovating all the structures.
Okay.
The existing structures were renovated. They highly dilapidated. Were pulling it down and were put up. This 33-unit structure, I believe, is a boy institution here. And Tiembo, Honorable Dr. Stephen Amo Abaso, for the good developments for the people of Inshaya.
But my said that Dennis, because it's been now.
No, for Ukrum constituency.
Oh, for Ukrum. For Ukrum is MPP constituency. So, Sadat
Onya MC.
Onya MC, you know, so he's the MC now.
Yes.
So the current MC now. Okay, Sadat and Pei Chow. It will be a chow and down of pay. Now, with a quick comment on energy DA quickly.
Okay.
Jimmy. Moisa mona mo opposite at the end. Okay, let me start with Dennis. So and Tasumu doesn't make sense to say it's your memo ha na if mo kwa no mo say mo pese enoma bosote. Until one city or the two see a justification for driver for saying some take a transfer first so o take transfer first so what it means is a cascading effect. I'm a number bo asan akosoro. So you are already undermining the effort and the gains now. Is that what you seek to do?
Paka, wait there. Wadaro, I mean, who say it is sad because and yes, I say, although say Toby at the baby, I was so, and I mean, you say, Timemu Nibia, and so mine, yen, I drink Ponesen Kia, dear Toby, Babato, a year, man for snow, watch no, when yes, I let you name, say, we share a year. The state I work as a country, which I am Kanya hon semony adia debia nipa dodo na esubo bna. I think say it's about time you be finding a lasting situation. Okay a year John Dramani Mahama the first time I know oba bem na ye wo adia bi e friend legacy debt I dey ada ho ache. Na enu na da bia ye dundum Kanya ma the first 10 year no na there were lots of challenges with regards to energy. Ana ode etuo bi e ba ya yemfa ntufo so e friend Esla I na ya ba betumu a MP before I say oppose. Nemra, yeah, they buy for the first time in I think say 2015. MP before oppose tax na say a nuisance tax na. Even omo tron omo manifesto mu say e mo makonya. Na say omo ba won betwa sa to nyina ye to a eye eto kodi ewu won be de won betwam. Ampa so ye to aba ma omo ba na ye mpo de ye hwe say bi ankom be de won betwam. Na so omo ba omo anye de omo antwam. Womo san de kokosi awawa e na womo extended duration year John Dramani Mahama ka say nka yentua ni infie numpe na nka infie num echi na ndu na ye tua ye ka no dodo na nka de relieve bia bregana for now so MPP for womo na omo so mbetwa to ni momo antwa mo paka womo ba na omo san extended duration from 5 years to 15 years inti enne timemfo nyina da so ye den etua sa to in addition to that me scampo omo san collateralize na so omo de kosi awawa ekwaje bosia so mokwaje na paka winim nesi se ukaya na ano eye KPMG4 omo the report bi by eye yera president Akufo-Addo na mandate omo so omonye concerning SML contract ya yera kenofuriata ho akire na ne ho ka ejem Esla fans anase sika na yese wo mo fantua saa eka eda energy sector no enu mu 720 million Ghana cedis ena na omodi echem omho twia ma omho kofo a omanfa anya adwumatene na eto no ye kaze ye de bede ye beye omho so omansa anya de entwemti we kire se ode eto bi ba na se ode ade bi ebeboa oman na eba MPP they are quick to oppose it because we are opposing the CCI omo ka se MOE se ne ye twia ye energy sector debt na omuja to about $3 billion ya year kisela to force na eka wanse bia enkomo ba be ka se yen sanfa credit
but then you know what
mo afi me ba se wo hwe Esla ya ye de ba ya me kind from the Ministry of Finance from 2017 to a year after 2023 na Esla no ko etime generate 33 billion Ghana cedis into if says what me nya se eska we nyina at least wait me dey aye etua sa aka no what you say woman fan tua kan say the medical here dey kan na mo hwe so a eye 1 cedi a ye bia ba ya ye say ye dey to fu oni eye niema so say okaya enche bia na ye to 1 liter of fuel 20 Ghana cedis paka ama ye nyina ye kai a driver for no musu bob na wo man we ene yera John Dramani Mahama Daroma or buy no fuel prices that's what you say you turn 12 Ghana cedis per liter into wo de yenye enkonta kakra bi na timemfu nyina hwe say yemfa ne say na uto fuel 1 liter 20 cedis under former president Akufo-Addo say oka say wo to 5 liters na 100 Ghana cedis and I say they spend 1 million 1 million on say wo for energy expert no na o kan assembly say there is energy sector levy and you 20 pesos each on each liter into 20 pesos no multiply and also by 5 and only you saying 1 cedi no into 1 cedi no they can 100 cedis na what top for 5 liters na they say auto 5 liters and an another no ubetua 101 Ghana cedis say within ye and only dan channel and the year John Dramani Mahama buy because of how wait me stabilize cedi na and then ya hoden a ye kokoto fuel a ne boni ni so ne niema sonko bi aye dey a happen ti no o kwa koto 1 liter na ubetua 12 Ghana cedis 12 Ghana cedis no o multiply by 5 so auto 5 liters 5 liters na say 60 Ghana cedis what you say it is a 60 Ghana cedis na say bi enne ye de 1 cedi aba beto so aye den amawa say e bi atua no ne ka ho na ye ntimi ye de ensolve ye nyina ma ahoden nsem a 1 cedi no multiply 1 cedi na eye Yewura John Dramani Mahama e de aba na o multiply by 5 and no say yes 5 cedis it is all the 5 cedis ne koka 60 Ghana cedis na eye the new price I would share for 5 liters now. Okoti free a year 104 cedis now. Na Yewura President Akufo-Addo person would share to 65 Ghana cedis. Every 104 cedis na yen shabi. Ebeka about 30 something Ghana cedis. What you say? If you go there, me check. What's subtract 64 from 101.
Oka 5 liters as a total. So 12 times 5.
12 times 5.
12 times 5 gives you that 60 Ghana. Exactly.
What you say?
It's Ucho 1 wants to be a base 65 Ghana. That's true.
It's Oti free a year. Yewura Akufo-Addo 20 Ghana na near ton 1 liter na. So what no so kaboma auto 5 liters na ubenya 100 Ghana cedis. Na say 20 pesos each as esla. And also a 1 cedi. It's 65 free 101.
It's in 101 minus 65. That is 36.
It's in the share idea SC and ya. And then Yewura John Dramani Mahama buy no. And then I want to ba masisi as full and anka akwa koto na wusu. Say the sa etwe and say 1 cedi kra beto so a. Ubenya infasuo about 36 Ghana cedis. What I say? It's MPP for the say ye kasi ye di omo nsemachi a. Wo mo be tietema kansema enima tufu butimamfu ani nanso adwumatere no de show omo nsa omo ntimi nye den.
Okay.
So
I get your point, which is quite reason. I get your point. No 20 about 12. What the 1 cedi atoso. The technically 1 cedi in it is around the in terms of percentage, no, a 1%.
Let's assume, say,
we are not assuming. Okay, 1%. 1 cedi, 1%. Now, but you see, the real challenge with the sector, and I'm asking this one about Jimmy So. This is the foreign report to be a few weeks, months ago.
Yeah.
HSA, there is a mismanagement and revenue shortfall. About 30%, about 30 to 40% cannot be accounted for in terms of revenue. Then I am fixing inefficiencies, sad problems in the energy sector. But rather, I want to burden the ordinary Ghanaian.
Say wow,
it's a poor management. We a lazy fair approach. We a lazy approach to management.
All kind of sad.
As I don't know, we are moving sooner. We the burden to the ordinary Ghanaian. Lazy approach to management. The easy way out.
What that reminds you? Can mupana. See, will be a this will be born of party. The Americans think you san fan kobo MPP. The MPP. I disagree. Exactly. Solve the problem. Not burden the people. Assuming say ebia esla etwa ye de beto ho say yemfa ntua ye nyinam kanea ho nsem ye ntimi fa hyehye ni na okwabana ni timi fa sa sika ni mu 700
it's maba fix the inefficiencies at the place no what
sa challenges ni na
you are repeating yourself
but say even so be a mismanage public funds you call the person to order until all those monies will be retrieved
the end is for one wisdom winning agenda tactics to solve the problem na mo wan some the tax and back. That's what you're telling me. No, that's what you're telling the people.
No, what I'm saying right now is that Oshe a mismanagement course under NPP. And one, we should expect, say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Abaina, but we will be prudent in the management of the economy. Now, you may waste state funds and the what you say. And for the short time, no Osha Minister can say, you hear about $1.2 billion. E dey procure food on ya dey timia power ye nyina ye thermal plants and assess net timia dey enya hodin for the short time ye betimi dey sa to na ye dey about to augment it ye nya ni nyina wi a it doesn't mean say e be as esca no ye accountable
because my best solution is about burden for not to fix the problem it's a modern lazy approach
when you check when you check the maybe when you check a 1 cedi a dia be ya o share reduction in fuel prices for the past weeks and the stabilization of the cedi na Yewura case a lot of force na di kan ka say enya dia e de o how bia be the ebe ba because na o share niema prices kwa na e den echo from ene
nyama prices
go from ofa iron rosa system senior ofa iron rosa system
the real impact of the ordinary Ghanaian kinki ameto
o se nyama prices in call from ebia
cocoa abekoto budu abekoto these are the basic needs and call from in Jenkasa
there are lots of industries
Uto koko, uto kinky. Mato kinky and rap. 7 cities silent here. 5 cities silent here.
But do you know,
the ball still remains the same.
But there hasn't been an increment, maybe.
It was hitting.
There hasn't been an increment.
Of course, there hasn't been an increment.
If there hasn't been an increment, then that means that they are, because what people really are concerned about is the stability of the price, not even the rate. And I say no, we had the motor. See, everyone say, oh, we are dreading, and I say, we will be our core amount of so called cranium. That's a whole quack of funny man, $1 and said that 10, said that 10. Debia ubetimi ayede aplan na why do akofa na emu mekoba say ebia ekwa akoduru 17 Ghana cedis at said ye hu no and former president Akufo-Addo na ama woni ema ayede ayebasa
so you are still shifting the blame 6 months into office you are still NDC is still shifting the blame on the NPP that is where that's no pay
that's all that's I think say
Dennis Akua or NDC regional communication team member our had now to pay making the point that yes NDC for there instead of fixing the problem on the tax and also and also blaming the NPP for whatever is happening today. Remember Jimmy among Rebecca saying just as Dennis is saying money right somebody criticizing the NDC because and Dennis was spot on when he said that Eslana NDC the jam what you could see our it's the real benefit of the Islam Ghana for in that. Sankaman yes and I'm says can put to kana ye do energy sector na. Nankande probably wouldn't have come to this point. It's you should take part of the blame, would you too? Jimmy.
Thank you very much.
It's you.
Maminda was na me fa nchia so nkoma obi bia wajebre wo hwe Oyerepa breakfast time mbo abaso adwumaso wo ye wonu producers na team nyina. A simple answer to your question.
It's you.
Yeah, ninja ye. Until Ghana for to betia. Then we can tell yeah, enjoy ye. And until the 2 minutes your mom 57% anameboa. So you solve the problem. Moya campaign. Yet ye kind some of kai and tell you. Prior to December 2024 enjoy in nature. You told Ghanaians to say, the 2 minimum muba be fix it. One can't say Ghana for some more Ghana for butum and a baby fix it problem. You told Ghanaians to say, Adibia air cost so under the previous government, cost of living. Ghana a binder than the Amutre at to Ghana for so. Intimu baby young which I if you Paga. The real issue, gentleman, ya we an interview. Yeah. He touched on the real issue, and I was expecting him, to canvas on that and address the problem. The losses never on man. ECG losses. The government of the day should find ways and means or be address it.
No, I can say lazy approach.
When Napo was the minister, one of the main reasons why until those thermal plants and Ebakumasi was because of some of these losses. Now the energy sector
transmission losses
experiencing. Yeah. So a sitting government, with the energy minister, the token energy minister, he should address the problem at the sector. Initially, you are pointing on Obabonti Mekasai. Or say there is no doom so. MPP from Kwano Mufi doom so. That was the statement of Kacha Ghana for any the MPP people. Instead of trying to start something, he was always talking. I feel the government of the day, together with this same minister, Ajia to me say there's a problem. 5 years, more the tariffs are back. 14.75 electricity tariffs increment. More the
and they are signing into no.
They could have reduced it.
I mean,
wait.
Negotiation with IMF no. I'm saying Omukoya amfa intina still wo no. You know, yenjintum no yenjintum say momo IMF conditionality na kobanisa.
I understand. But I'm talking about the percentage.
Okay.
14.75. They could have reduced it to about, let's say, 5%.
Right.
If you're talking about reducing cost of living within your first 4 months in office, you don't increase electricity tariffs of 14.75 in the same 4 months now. Ukacha Ghana for say, person reduce your cost of living now. And then at the end of the day, no, since here we have 5 months, the government was sworn in on the 7th of January. So probably on the 7th. Very good. We have 5 months.
And then 4th.
What?
So 3 days ahead. Nice.
Under the same energy sector. Under the same energy sector with regards to our electricity, no, 1 might have 14.75 electricity increment. And no, a touching obia. When they talk about e-levy, one thing they forget is that if you don't do Momo transaction, you don't get affected by e-levy.
Yeah.
10% betting tax am be freeway. Me know what ucha bet. So when we talk about certain levies and taxes, and you be an affected. But you were complaining bitterly, lamenting during your campaign about these taxes.
Yeah.
And then taxes are introducing, it affects everybody.
Yeah. For the affect you,
it affects even electricity.
Electricity for affect you.
Apart from ECG, we are Ghana near. You can say, oh, tapo light from any other company. I am monopolistic. So this is the incompetence I was buying within first 5 months. We create, and you are here, dress up, coming to defend your government. So I did you all man. Open credible enough. You see, you try to, side with the people. The people who gave you the 57%. Side with them.
Also, minister, innovative.
He's highly incompetent.
Highly incompetent.
He's highly incompetent because, and then baby, I be doing Paka, and is you. And no one use 2.0. And no one use 2.5, 3.0. No. A gallon is a 4.5 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
A liter, 1 Ghana cedis. So imagine, so we use 3.0. Now every day be and the truck drivers, the taxi drivers, so kind of misuma we use commercial vehicles and the trailer for tanker for the weight is too much. They cannot pay it. And I'm telling you, the government of the day and the John Dramani Mahama or see or drink Ghana for 1 year. You should scrap this one Ghana.
But Dennis makes the point, sir, in the interim, the way you're more like a short-term measure or a short-term intervention. It's in the do baby. Whilst doing this, not almost fixing the challenges in the energy sector, like a solve a problem. Isn't that justifiable enough?
Yeah, you. I also almost they have to fix the country. When they were in opposition, we heard what they said. They said the previous government. Let me give you a statistics.
Me too.
See, the previous government, diesel, it took it from 23.49 to 15.45.
Okay.
23.49 to 15.
Where you been now? Okay.
This was November 2022.
22,
that was the highest.
Wait, 24. No,
wait. That was the highest price the previous government encountered in terms of diesel. What I'm saying is that the previous government are of taking from 23.49 up to 15.45 from 1 Ghana to 2 liter so. Mobile fan from 15.45. Nyamiadom. Yaboma baso. Mo de baba besi 12.98. I'm talking about diesel.
Yeah.
Also with the 1 Ghana be 2 liter so. Why? Nti wo kuto liter no e na wutua 1 Ghana. So car no e benum kese a na so we to a gallon a you are paying 4.5 Ghana cedi per gallon. Ghanaians cannot afford this. This is not what John Dramani Mahama and then the NDC promised the good people of our country. That gave him the 57%. And we are telling them that we cannot pay. Yet to mean because very, very sad. So even with the dollar number from no. Say and to me is stable. That's dollar statistic pija. You are killing Ghanaians.
But I mean, opekana.
Yes, I want Kanye.
So you have to pay for it?
I have to pay for it.
Exactly.
But you've increased it.
And then this is correcting your mess.
No. They've increased
it. They are correcting it for you.
I'm saying that they have increased our tariffs. Okay? Is it not the same Ghanaian people who are paying? 5 years government no previous government they creating mess na me boss said the
MPP
fine
I said again they get previous guy said MPP for
the previous government any creating
MPP na mu creating
entimpacho the government of the day no or catch the previous or catch Ghanaian people say oba be solve problem na dia ma omo no oba be solve and also obema the Ghanaian people no na aye solve problem no
okay and nation building so no, collectively we are all building the nation.
They did not talk about collectivity.
No, they
said no. John Dramani Mahama said he is coming to fix the problem.
Okay.
One guy obey he levy free on. And then you can say Ghana for the he levy andasa buy
the levy.
So it's say no eba petro the end dia. You can say ye butum Ghana for butum ne ba be free one. It's not fair.
Mate.
Paka, it's not fair.
It is not fair. Jimmy Boachi and Sam MPP, regional communication team member, or say one seat is not fair. Before wow, we're shutting down the pay. Do you think it's fair? And I said it's not fair. Are you ready, willing to pay the 1 cedi now? There was school of thought to say the energy minister is being lazy, lacks innovation to deal with the sector's problem, the energy sector problem. No, unlucky they needed innovation. And you know, the easy way out is to build the people, tax the people. Already there are a number of taxes. There's already 49 pesos bill. Technically, you know. You're not going to pay the 1 cedi. You're going to pay 1 cedi 49 pesos on the liter. That is what you'll be paying. We need your home. And I will need your home. I'm paying before 9 now. Now, what the conversation this morning? 0594 19409 0322 497 264. Dennis Waha, Jimmy Waha. We are having a conversation. Yeah, twice another pay. Ghana's most wanted. Ken Oforiata. Obia Shushano. Always Shushano. We issue red alert another pay. Say what be huni bi a chenebra fa huni be bia wo huni sesi the chenebra now we saying something funny say we show movies that when they issue red alert and say bound to this kaka njo always one fa kakran ka ho na amanfo anim but bibia nka ho de na Ghana for insha da nya ho sa but most importantly is Ken Oforiata evading accountability and a pass o yare na won't remember Jimmy more per se Ken Oforiata Mujani from accountability and it's a migrant home, so yari intina on Bagana.
Paka, Maminda was saying, and a little information to the previous discussion on here. When we said the energy minister, no, finance minister, last 2 months, when they took over, he promised the Ghanaian people that there were no new taxes in the 2025 budget.
So, yeah, amendment, new tax.
Okay.
Yeah, amendment.
Okay. So we move on to Ken Oforiata.
Ken Oforiata, one person to serve justice.
Let me be emphatic about this.
Me too.
And you see, I'm not going to play around this issue at all.
Me too.
For credibility purpose. You see, Ken Oforiata is no more. Is not a Ghanaian, so more a Ghanaian than any other person.
Okay. When you Ghanaian, Chombi,
very good. He's not above the law.
Okay.
He's not above the law. The issue is that currently he's not in the country.
Right.
And when the OSP, he communicated back to the OSP said, yesterday I saw a communique or a letter from the health facility in UK that is taking care of the former finance minister, and they give an information that they cannot release him because of some health conditions. In the letter.
Can he?
Omo say no, mami, who say bia brofo na me use ni ntia, but
we say wo catchy, I say wo catchy, didn't can he.
Mo say ne ho ento no. Okay, nti ebrepemu no, omo betimi adan, eja na mana ba relatively to the time and now OSP say oyeden ohia no no. And OSP, I believe say nsa aka the communicate. Okay, and I believe say me na kam OSP, what I would have done is that there are information on the letter. I say OSP so officer confirm finding out to say the former minister of finance the health condition no good enough so betimi aba yam kwache no and I say enye good enough and the man wo no he can find out from them but see am no ka say you know hwe bra CID any yokofo started some
letter na me letter number letter no say Namaya Duma June 13 ena obeko a year surgical operation. Letter 9 ka say no home fan also ba a year OSP. But letter 9 can and say he's been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Now a surgical intervention has been deemed necessary after testing and MRI and biosphere procedures in March 2025.
Yeah.
As I indicated in my February letter, this surgery procedure has been scheduled for June 13 with Dr. Parasa of the Department of Urology, see attached, blah, blah, blah. It is hoped that a closer date may open up. It's no. The letter I can say June 13 and then June 4. So in about a few days, about 9 days, 10 days, about 9 days, walkway operation.
Very good.
That's what the letter is.
Very good. And the letter is from Mayo Clinic, right?
Of course, it's from Mayo Clinic, US, United States of America.
Very good.
That's it.
So just as I said, if I were to be the OSP, if I want to be responsible to the Ghanaian people that are serving, what I would do is that there's an embassy, Ghanaian embassy in the US.
Right.
Mambeni Mahama na appointment man the government of the day. So they should go to the hospital.
I'm watching.
No, I'm watching. They should find out the information, verify the information.
Okay.
Say on the information in India. Okay. Then the embassy should carry out.
But Jimmy, do you think that it is fair to Ghana for the OSP say? The lawyers in Catro Carter by somewhere February baby about you should first elect and say operation, surgical operation, come on the 21st to 25th of March at the time. One quiet March, April, May, June.
Very good.
Care of and lawyers. Oh man, come on, send me more OSP any updates until 28th of May. Clear 2 months to June 2 deadline. It is a care of Rata. Well, yes, sir. A man. Isn't that an indication? So also organic for my accountability.
No, ain't me and say, oh yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
It's not intentional. Say, oh, one of my obeyari.
No, I'm saying
wait.
What catch you always say, Uber This is operation.
This is a
so operation number. So what do you do? What should common sense tell you?
Common sense should have told the NDC that when MPP was in office, MPP did not need a private jet. Okay. A chartered private jet for the president to travel. The same common sense should have told the NDC people that the current vice president did not require a private chartered jet to come back from the UK. Okay, when we talk about health matters, people understand. And maybe be said that. And that's what is here.
When you have the presence of mind, so that command a lawyer, someone can't say, who is that? Do you think that is a good, that is respect? Do you think that is cooperation?
The most important thing that I see today is that there is communication.
Too clear, man.
Yeah. From even though he has not been able to. Yes. But upon all that, there is communication. There's communication between the OSP. It's quite sad that the OSP maybe will put up some news out there trying to indicate, say, I say, we need any idea about the letter. And I say, baby, okay, and that is why I'm saying that it is sad about that aspect. But Ghana phone him said there is communication. You've read the letter. You've read the surgery that is about to engage in, and I'm saying that there's a Ghanaian embassy in the US.
Very good.
Very good. They should go there. At the end of the day, someone can find a bar. Let's say the condition now, woman. And yeah, okay, so we can go special prosecutor office near to Nanoa.
Under your watch, under NPP, a month for was wheeled to court under NPP.
And I'm saying,
a month for. Easy. And then the man who can accept
the hotel reach him one in a court. Abia, the conditional woman. A okay man say, Obit
wait.
I see. Corner be and Simbi one may be son of Biano. Do you know prostate cancer?
But Ken, do
you know prostate cancer?
But Ken and the man of cancer on the translating in income.
And I'm saying maybe you have information about Sobiari prostate cancer. Or you due for surgery. It's a condition. If you think okay,
Obiari kidney.
Very good.
Otimi kran kaso bi na or teso anu kan na adaka
enunti na make say enunti na make say it depends on the person.
Okay,
obi won my two and friends or Ghana ebi a ogina ere o Ghana next we feel say obekwa it is up to the person.
Okay,
ati say na wo na wo de ho na wo yare condition na wo mu no nko na wo feel.
Okay,
so wo free say obeba we free UK when I show number never boa fine. You feel to me but communication and he has done just that. That is the most important thing.
Mate, Madam Jimmy, Dennis. So Jim makes a point and it's true. You are ready. Obi akan say obi no pay area. It is if Ken is not well, what is the issue with OSP say abante won tiapo enunti wo de yema ne mre kakra. Na there's a letter ya kan wa say ya made my June 3 okwa surgery. In that same letter we are told to say it's been communicated to OSP and in the office. Inti what is the whole baloo about? Say Kentin Church or say what in the ba. I don't say I don't obebu yanka so I dey on obeton obeba. Inti what's the hurry? What's the rush? What's the hurry?
Okay. Say oye abemu panyi and say your public position as or serving in a public officer. I was the say probity and accountability a key.
No, yeah.
Now, this is not the first time ye de nipa dodo bia na sem penifobia kwa kujina sem di bia na say eye institution omutimi toto nipa no afro mo so mo mra no mo form anu ye nya de embra na wo hwe yera kenoforiata ni oya ye no mimi hu ne say oya ye eye Ghana fo ni timamfo nyina akrokro de drum na anything wo say wo ye den wo yare bra wo so ntimi nya de wo ma na wo say OSP nya de enyi tag as you been wanted in the infuse no why the way and na uma stipulated period say within that period no be the obeba after the yanton kan wa ma edrube na mienu se na miensa OSP say be declare
what for 7 days
what's ben o the emphasis 7 days OSP be declare as another fugitive I will say me one of the legal team members na doc Frank Davis lawyer and he was saying say Yera Kenoforiata is available for a virtual meeting.
I say Zoom. Zoom.
Now, person,
Zoom. And the internet at Daroma. Your Zoom lectures. Your Zoom meetings.
Mr. Kenoforiata lawyers can a disrespect, a gross disrespect to the
intelligence of the Ghanaian. Why is that disrespect?
You
want to hear the person's testimony.
I'm coming. Metie na se me no ye adwuma. Wona we manager for this institution. Na say it is assumed say I'm embezzled funds here. Na se metu akwa Burkina. I was said documents na near na me be dey eba to buttress near na me can say my dey my no. Into the if say me tena Zoom na me ma krata bia so kwa e dey kiro say ebia Mr. Parker krata we no kra. How do you verify the authenticity of that you know document?
You can always do photocopy, you share together.
Also Zoom
exhibits page 1 page 2
Zoom. You know, how do we authenticate some of the things now? But can as or the better.
So because the documents already been man.
Oh, and no,
be man then or Zoom no. What's what then yafa yanko document page 1. Okay. Or also for page 1. Most paragraph 4. Okay, send this in what I mean, as simple as that. You can even share screen. You share screen.
The issue is that
you know Zoom can share screen. You know
it's true, but someone say online good. It has its own benefit. Don't say the educational purposes. But this is a criminal issue. I discuss here. You know that when it comes to criminality, obi abetini afa a quite be also to obfuscate the issue. But if say ni panenim na say to two ano ye hwehwe nkrate ma adanse wo nyine be de be pia ba nti no Yera Kenoforiata me de oya ye no oya ma adwenfofo bi aba Ghana for ni timamfom say he's trying to abscond and answer person odwane from accountability because so try an MPP form penifo a ye to o ma no nyina obi aso yare enne wo ma abamu penifo susu say wo ma bokro no anase wo ma mismanage public funds o mo ma ni yi o ma no obi ase wa yare ena ofa Professor Ekunfia Skytrain $2 million now no say oyare oye
on the minister
also oyare on so oyare
no say I know he's
me I don't know maybe
I'm telling you say he's very
okay
well
also oyare that's fine and on that chain wuntumi ana no ono so omra na ome answer questions with regards to $10 million or je so kwa kodua bu ene e kwan ahodo o je so kwa koya wanya ono so say bue me yare Kenoforia Council,
he went. Of course,
Kenoforia Council. But you were saying so, that was the Kenoforia, I'm making a point. Say Kenoforia Council and also what time or my sick a chichi dear chia or no casa no fast ka so fankoto ambulances na ya o man sankoto ambulances papa bia no man o ma bo mani dream fraka dam. Also bra be answer questions that we are. Then somebody yare no and I'm more excuse to escape accountability. Now, the me person me and say, you're a kind of reactor. Watch the location, maybe your one. On trade. It's no say if say OSP no want to engage him one-on-one. And you're a kind of reactor. Say America one. Oh, if you house address or number there, you can give that out to the special prosecutor to come and they say or mine and everyone who come and Akua Americans say civilized
why be that
yeah it's not say yeah exactly it's
needless right
that is my personal suggestion because if they ubet me after Zoom Kasadia that means that you can talk to people ubet me akasa in person baby I want to come near the yanka because we show man no kasa oyare paka okay Dr. Sylvester Menama.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
he was in a new
history. I'm not for
there's precedent. Isn't the first time we'll be here?
In fact, we know
former deputy finance minister.
Yeah. We know for a fact.
Even they were jailed.
There was a motion in Sanke.
Exactly.
As I'm one court in me here.
It was very sad. Yeah, one penny opposing
court in Mrano. One penny. If you are involved in the case, I bring it out to
court. It's you have
what is true.
Was he outside the country?
Was he outside or by?
He came out of India. Even when he was in Ghana.
So the communication was there.
But you may say, even when he was in Ghana, he was gravely ill. Not artificial.
I agree.
Court for several times. Internet then I
then
MPP for just say, dream name Frakadama, my own, my own person will be accounting. And the minister special prosecutor and say, on to me and yes, or person mind your money scapra no kwama no ne koko eko bisa yira kenofrata na say kwan ye be fa no so de naba na yes I dreamer omo edi o man sika ma no odi o man sika ma no akasa no wo faase a so onkoto ambulances o manya sika say tama and etimamfo ye nyina ye ho kyere no ye nje say sika nyina ne ntimi invest in the health sector because there might be
for one city nkoto for so
I pass akwa kasa ye man nyina Kenya
that is just bad then is medasi for that today is Akua for you or your NDC regional communication team member Jimmy Boachansa NPP regional communication team member. Now, pay if I don't maybe a phone line send them more, but my main bon Kaiser, Maria Education Limited, Omana UC Mass, Omuya Wejuma Yepa, but the whole Ghana, Omana Bama Mosa, 2 minutes of Munya said, when it is a school be now per se on Quaramosa school, no go through UC Mass now. So when they are Maria for now on number fast entity them, so the big almost no, they'll be quick and smart to do calculations, 10 minus 2 divided by 4 times 3, bisa but some crown. The Kanya pe or yensa baku mienum nyensa pa no de ansa na ma be check calculator no na sa be predict nti bomodi am so be free Maria Education Limited or pay on 0531 024345 and 0245 211395 0531 024345 and 0245 211395 again it was for and pay mom kai say saso and also our system mosquito coil any the spray it say we here be and I joke to say so no air toto na dey but still and tontum system them but saso there the lemon and their fried to the spray can be team at them because sent to the Abraham maybe a toast to be a ben will be if we Samara company for Samara now pay on 0246 864798 0246 864798 and 0501 454462 0501 454462 na saso se kontontom preko FDA approve Coco Plus eyepa ebuzafo nkra na say babies are more 6 months and above no ne hia ne say o de sachet baako ebegu omo say kokomu say stew mu say nkwan mu wo de fegu mu keke na akra ne di ma no nutrient bi ohia bia no e ma na nyini yie because akra wo nyini so nyini yie ye fe be stunted growth na akra ne nyini de but wo hu say wo nyini age ne nyini we di 5 we di 6 we di 7 but not here because only nutrient wo ni mu a ebe bo ma body no physical ne tim nyini unya cocoa plus bia stunted growth de wo fa nya hwe nkra be nyini kama we di 5 a when say pa akra ne nyini me small boy back on ye bidi 4 years old who na because 7 years old semi ya it's in the sabe pepe so no pay there unya cocoa plus ne bia ebe bo nkra ne nyina for number we so open to do it on 0501 576589 0501 576589 na Pepsodent semen kan cho say omo cavity toothpaste no ewo ho me patcho wodidi na eka wonum ehihye wonum nka wonum a na so you so Pepsodent cavity fighter toothpaste no ebebo Oyerepa no pa bia twetwo se emedwetwo se first time come nye na say me tire pa wo so ye bi ebebo Oyerepa obeya sa Pepsodent cavity fighter toothpaste bi ato store bi mu from on to free number ne no mun dim komo no mun chew ha o ma wo no nyini ye 0800 161 000 0800 161 000. Let me activate the phone lines for you this morning, not join the conversation. Kind of right, do you think so done from accountability and again one CD na a dalita no sono ukotofu wala ebuzafo etwaye anentwaye yenjintum and I say ni say yejitum medin e de paka and pay one hour man so good morning.
Hello Paka, good morning.
Yes sir.
Idiani kwa kojo provincia Paka na metia MC sada se di otu bogumano wasi metia baba Paka kaka makase one CD na dia to fuel so eba boama Ghana energy sector na faretuma pepsa ya no for don be di 11 no back in castle ya hu bra papa bi om de boyo papa be sitanya mo sia be kun contact o maya iman pi form come on to Jimmy
Medasi Koku hello good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, I'm watching for everything.
Paka, we are Razak, do not have a good Allah. Do have a few more than that.
Razak, it's you.
Paka, you make an affair. Or my dear, I had a tax in a teacher of mine.
And a crack.
And the tax and all the Baba, no, the Bayaj Mamaya. Or my dear, see chatter. But I don't find it, Mama find it, Madia, and the answer that to scope at your room.
Okay.
And I can offer a fancy. Masa on Joe, President Mama Fran,
you're right.
President Mama, former President Mama,
OS you all. You're right.
Mate. Now, an interview. And you can offer that and
Mate. Razak Medase, yes, as I can yanka. Hello, good morning.
Oh, you could have an idea. Who I'm a chat to the what you ask her. And the door beyond, yes, from a penny for the father.
You yet. We're fired at that. Of not, we didn't cash. I said we're fired at that. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Right.
Yes, sir. Your first and everything. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ijami. Yesterday, Paka, Western.
My brother SK Bolas. Akwa about to pay.
You don't want to say wait SK Bolas. Yami Emenkene. And what you know, we do to Obuase coffee room. Paka, Kakra America and is NDC for Monto Mbasi. The areas where every player say to me, Mama. 1 chance I could tell you, I am the Nikaso. Ana do mo yen na ya futu sam am yen nuanum MVP for MVP betra akunanso go to sam ajatika sam na de o so mo yia emma Ghana tumpo no mo nye won de ne yafu akunyanso ye ya mama eye untumi we de mama eye nditu aban we ya disua yen so ba be ma eni sini bi wo disika bi ya wo bo Ghana for me bia no ya go nyam na no that's emna we no
SK Bolas medasi na me connect on pay. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Oh, Mr. Pata, cry.
Asumyenka was Mr. Podi.
Oh, fantastic. Wet shot. I no pay the teacher ma. Maybe the amateur on number 4 club. I be aka Pana as also what is. That was also a consumption of Mr. Bagay. Mr. Mr. Paul. Me mean to about me to about say we on Mampinia to some money. When we just have said the man mammy. And I am so consemra. Now we are praying and precious mammy. Would ye? And it's a man by film watching and the peaceful. Not say, you say, obedience because I am so forest. Let's have a test of mercy. I want empty me and offer platform. Let's have you keep on one of the idea. And I'm going to say penny. Yeah, I need to say, but say, you about the your money safety. The because safety. You do this could be as well.
Madam, I'm not going to on the pay. Yeah, hello, good morning. Of Mammy Aquava.
Yeah,
hello, of Mammy.
With them.
Yeah, it's on a place of Mammy.
You back and pay them more than Papa John Beauty, Dementia on the woman. Paka, in the year, dollar cost for me. Yes, it's a near my fee. In a another tax, about 200 one Ghana. Whether you are better than from the same as a better bubble. The baby who say it's a baby if you are buying a doctor.
I see.
Papa, you don't tell me about what you say, not the moment to me. The only man who makes it a wound, you know, my cat, a restaurant and gas. Therefore, no more worry. Apart from men, no, only a moment of review on the more and Ghana. Therefore, and before she said, near me in 2020, Ghana for the something.
So, Mammy, made us on a pay. Mammy, call let's go so. Hello, good morning. Yeah, hello, good morning. Yeah, hello. Oh, Mente one count.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your first and everything.
I from Facebook as well.
Ebusia Kwaba Yetio.
Mpacho, onti, certain kino furata, kasi wa wiesika bibi ya wakoti na America. Donald Trump onti. Kwa mushisha, Momodia Trump, I obe pamu furata fi America waba. Na ya bisa ni samuwe yano. O mugana fokra. Diwa ya rumu tanya. Anapaka uni tadiwa ya nanya fa. Donald Trump pamu ya friend say ya ko furata no mra ya so we wiesika blood. What's
it for say? What's it for say? Yeah, upon you refer to human rights or how can you so better average no Mate, why? Mate. Never just 2 more calls, not fair. Marapia up and down pay. Hello, good morning. Yes, hello. 05941924. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm Pacho first and everything.
You, Pacho, opponent, because every Jamestown.
Great opponent, it's on pay.
You, Pacho, MPP Nino Ateo in Chen Hormone, area submission. Or can simply say, this administration, I'm going to find ways and means. I'm going to test that can I that issue hormone.
Yeah. Through proper and effective leadership.
Shall we do that? And I so find ways and means. And that ways and means, you know, on chair, ways and means, you know, and that ways and means, no minimum, I didn't know. One man fast ways and means, no good to your canal.
Say and no to say, you're trouble.
Only the question 2035.
Mate, opponent, Mate. My opponent, what say now? Or say and nothing again for trouble. Or want to find ways and means, you know. And I talk about it here. Anyway, my man me find out quite on pay that Jan Rapia. Hello, good morning. Yes, hello. Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What's your first and everything?
Hello.
Hello, but I'm telling you, first and everything.
The pastor your penny.
Or your penny too.
And the time you know, one for an operator, you know.
You, Casa.
Operator, you know. I didn't want to the hospital quarter.
no on tre the location or now you was about the hospital you for find out to house you for find out the hospital you some hospital is so yari 2 and then that bibi for extend a now
yeah
I don't know and you want the extra I could say what you know the loan you young can we loan in your and do that extra a unit as I organize solve electricity, you know. And the other I said, I extra now what you know now. As I was creating another job is when you're and you solve program and the extra time on the one. And you found any program. No, I continue extra, you
know. Before I need to see. My man call Jimmy. So Jimmy, we find out where see ways and means and when Jimmy, why don't you want to ways and means?
Oh, okay. My man that was say, say son of a kind. Me see, you opposition.
Of course. Ghana more ben. I go some issue ways and means. I know.
Ghana for the 2 minimum.
And no position.
And we need to make it wow. When you 50 plus 1, it be 51% in 57. Into Ghana for what did you must a move solution now on the bad. And at the end of the day, give Ghanaian people the solution. Mukasa about cost of living. When we first 4 months, more than 4.75 electricity increment about obedient to me dodge. When we see a mincha bet, into we 10% bet in tax if you are when you're what I say. And as $1 saying I'm coming the last time crime is so dollar. At the end of the day, no, more the dollar nay petrol means here mekai.
You know best. Okay, anyway.
Okay, so the effect must trigger down to the ordinary Ghanaian now for man. And no cost shops are. As one can answer money man on Kofa Begu, so they cannot reduce the price. Right. Whose responsibility is it to make sure say you better take prices so I'm a Ghana for nothing. I benefit.
Jimmy,
nobody's working on it.
Medasi. Dennis. I mean, you find out what's in the
yeah, me catch a tea for the Asher for new BB and say, Eva His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, so I or Shani and Masseni in a pen. A caddy over now, but to us, the bear, Yinam Kanya and the Big National in I want to intino. Yemia and in the young support here by the Chias at 1 and the Emoa. Now, yedi, Shebo say, says Kaya by Beji, yet the young Kong for young and the Basabasa, and as ye may dinner Basabasa said ye, MP before Beji Eslana or Mudine Basabasa did the year near my M1 intino and one America.
Medasi Dennis, a Kiaba, Jankwe.
For about 6 o'clock. And you hear Brenna 9:30 in the crab up and kakra. The aka and they say bedania ma sometime to champion sports crew no na omo groovy mo ade mo atoaso kwesi 12 bebo you know se ne ba na fe program saka atoaso nyame ya dom na ode yen kwakyen a ekena ya wada ye de ekena de ne so ba beto am so ne no mienu be ya adwuma ya no pay me din de Kwesi do me be ma
Kwesi Parker Wells and the from my guest this morning has been Dennis Akua, NDC Regional Communication Team member here in Ashanti region, and a Jimmy Bwatiansa, NPP Regional Communication Team member here in Ashanti region. I'm not watching now. I'm back with another edition of OBT. I come in now. Have a good morning.